finals. They've won 7 flags. Katanning Wanderers, their last flag was back in 2017. So the Cats are season campaigners when it comes to the last day of the footballing calendar in the Upper Great Southern Football. And Katanning Wanderers have been magnificent throughout the season 2023. They are the form team that have to start favourites this afternoon, but we're all set up to be a terrific afternoon of football. Can't wait.
Yeah, certainly it's going to be great to have you back on board, Cameron. I think last time was the Nutrient Ag Carnival in Perth, and fabulous times there, except the Uppers boys just couldn't quite make it again, which is a bit of a bugger. But also in commentary and doing special comments today, Andrew Pritchard. Andrew, welcome back to Big K Football, and you're feeling a little bit nervous. Your beloved Katanning Wanderers are out on the oval warming up. The grand final just in front of them.
Yes, thanks, Kevin. Cameron, just correcting Cameron, because I'm sure there are people shouting at the radio that, of course, Wanderers won in 2021.
Beg your pardon, yeah, it was two of the last 10.
Yes,
yeah.
So, yes.
Yep.
So it took us a while to get used to being in the Upper Great Southern, but certainly it should be a great game of footy. Big crowd. The league will be very pleased with the turnout, given that there's only sort of 4 of the 7 sides being represented, but that should be a good game. And you know, as I said, my heart clearly says Wanderers, but you know, you can never tell. It's always one on the day, and you can never live to regret what happens. But as I said, we're looking forward to a great game of football today at Matera Oval.
Okay, and of course sponsoring today with the Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day as well, Andrew Pritchard. We've got wonderful sponsors on board as per usual. Of course, Liberty Rural. Kelvin Andrews is the man. They are the agents for Shell Lubricants. They've got a great price on diesel fuel. You can give Kelvin a ring on 0488 678 018. They'll be out in a flash to your business premises or farm. Also, once again, Peter Rundle. Hopefully we'll catch up with Peter today. He should be out there. He might pop up at half-time. And, of course, he's got that office up there in Narrogin. If you need to catch up with Peter, give him a call on 988 11225. And he's doing a fabulous job. Toolmart, of course, on board with the scoreboard once again. They do have 12 stores across WA. Prices Fabrication and Steel will be doing the Man of the Match award, which will be coming up later on. And of course, they've got Australian-made steel there, and they build sheds all over the Great Southern region. Give them a call on 9830 9414. Sports Power Narrogin, Lindsay and Katrina George, goal of the day, and doing a great job sponsoring a lot of stuff too, Sports Power Narrogin. They've got all the good gear. Drop in and see the guys. Or give them a call on 98812468. 468. Of course, Katanning Travel Centre, the mark of the day, Andrew Pritchard beside me. Hopefully he can contain himself today, Andrew, but if you're thinking about holidays, heading off anywhere, travel any way, shape or form, give Katanning Travel Centre a call. Friendly staff, they do a fantastic job, 98212340. And the All Good Refund Depot Wagin, containers for change. Cash in your pockets today, regional pickups in your area. 0439 956 175, doing a fabulous job. The first quarter coming up soon will be from sponsors Pipeline Welding and Installation, Russell Reynolds. Great guy, Russell. And you can contact him on 0417 180 644. And Cameron, is it your first saute down to Upper Great Southern football this season?
It is first, yes. The final game is my first game. Looking forward to it as the two sides have come together for some formalities on the ground. Of course, the national anthem not too far away, but for this big clash between Katanning and Williams.
Certainly is, and gee whiz, I think we're really looking forward to a titanic clash today, and of course areas of note. Katanning Wanderers, of course, have a couple of star-studded footballers in their side, of course, in Cade Stewart. Well, there's actually quite a few. Cade Stewart, of course, and Hayden Sloyth. And we're certainly expecting a big impact in the game from those two players for starters. Do you think Williams have the manpower to go with them in the centre of the ground, Cameron?
They could struggle because Hayden Sloyth, of course, a former Sandover medalist, premiership player with the South Fremantle Bulldogs, now retired at WAFL level. I watched Hayden play a lot of football in the WAFL ranks and just thrived, absolutely thrived at that level. And he's back in his hometown, putting back into the football club, and he's going to be very, very dangerous and hard to handle throughout the afternoon. Kate Stewart's another very, very classy player. Ben Keeley's another one that can bob up, the big fella, and take marks and good tap work around the ground. So there's, probably half a dozen players there for the Katanning Wanderers that are going to have to be really be watched, because if they let off the leash, they can create all sorts of trouble, and goals can be quite quickly. But the Cats have got some grit, they've got some challenges ahead. But their preliminary final win last week was a gutsy effort against a highly class-sided Wickham, who finished second on the ladder. Were favourites in that match, but the Cats, they've got belief. They reckon they can challenge them. They've beaten them already in 2023. Anything can happen on grand final day.
Certainly can do, and of course the Katanning Wanderers have the leading goal scorer, of course, in the Upper Great Southern in Laurie Collard. But Andrew Pritchard, I've been really impressed last outing with the efforts of Mitchell Banks.
Yeah, he's very versatile. He's not overly tall, but he does often lead the ruck and changes sort of centre forward pocket with Caleb Keeley. And runs all day. But I think the weather could be a factor today. I think side fitness may play a role as we wait for the coin toss. And it is won by Williams, and they're going
Nick Penizza.
Going to what is slightly favoured by the breeze.
I'd call it the Palace Hotel end of the ground. I think has always been a common.
A couple
one.
of interesting things that Travis Justins and Hayden Sloth, their first grand final for Katanning Wanderers since 2010. So they both went to different parts. So Travis to Mandurah and then to Bunbury. And, of course, Hayden Sloth to Souths, and then was listed, of course, with the Fremantle Dockers for a while. Good
to see Laurie Collard back. I've seen him play a lot of football for Hall's Head in the Peel Football League over the years, and he's back playing with Katanning Wanderers. He's a good solid defender. He's going to be very tough to beat too this afternoon.
Also, previous game, didn't Caleb Keeley start very strongly out at Cookeran too, Andrew? And he's a big presence. He's got a beautiful grab
hands
and
just
good
amazing.
At ground level.
So it's certainly looking forward to both sides now in a huddle, in their huddles, and we've got banter umpires already on the corners ready to start, and a few spectators leaving the ground. But yes, nobody seems to have left, which is fantastic.
Also, I'd like to mention congratulations to Simon Penizza, Leo Graham medalist too, a part of the Williams Cats. Magnificent season he's had, highly talented, and he's out here this afternoon. So we've got a Leo Graham medal winner for Williams, and of course up against the number one side throughout the 2023 season in the Katanning Wanderers. So good matchups. It's going to be fascinating to see what happens. There's a bit of nerves out there. I was in the rooms earlier on, gentlemen, and there was a lot of nerves, especially on the younger players for the Cats. They were walking around the rooms. They were jittery. You could tell it's a big occasion for them. So nerves first up. I think it'll settle in, and it's going to be a terrific game of footy.
Certainly will be. I'm just wondering, Caleb Keeley, big presence, Nick Penizza or Riley Cunningham perhaps. I think maybe a Nick Penizza might take the big man in the forward line by the looks. They're just slowly filing out. We're not too far away from the big dance, the 2023 Upper Great Southern Football League Grand Final here in downtown Wagen. A beautiful Sunday afternoon. And the first quarter will be brought to you by Pipeline Welding and Installation. Russell Reynolds is the man. 0417 180 644.
And Hayden Sloth is lining up, and Kyle Shanahan for the Cats. So those two go head to head, and away we go.
The ball is held aloft to commence proceedings, and of course a victor waits at the end. As Mitchell Banks flew through high, ground level, taken down there by Donaldson, tripped over, quick hand pass. Momentum sees it go Katanning Wanderers way towards centre half forward, little toe poke out, over the top to Tyrone Rowe, kick into the corridor, coming out Cable, how's the bounce? Coming through was Collard, sweeping hand pass, over the top once again to Keeley, had the ball smothered by Morfess, came to ground level, it's 25 metres in front of the Katanning goals, and a good tackle goes on Tyrone Rowe, and umpire blows the whistle. We will have a ball up, some 30 metres out directly in front.
So it's the quick forward sortie. Katanning Wanderers went quick, very quickly. There's the bounces, shovel out quickly by the Cats, hired up and entered towards the frontage of the centre square. And we've got a mark taken there for Katanning Wanderers. Okay, and he's got the football now. So an opportunity there for him to take the footy away up towards half forward, but it's all Williams back there. Unguarded mark taken by Donaldson of the Cats. Williams are going towards the eastern end of the ground. Donaldson's got it. Just in the defensive 50, been called to play on. Now goes with a kick towards the outer side of the ground. The weight of numbers will favour Katanning Wanderers on this occasion. It's marked by Rowe. Outer side of the ground. Chips it up forward. Finds the unmarked Schloit, the former Sandover medalist, on the outer side of the ground. Katanning Wanderers with bulk of the play. Inside the first 2 minutes of the grand final. Goes long towards left half forward. Kickers out wide. Has it been paid the mark? No. Yes, it was. So it looks like Stewart was on the end of it. He's deep at towards the boundary, just outside the 50. So distance will pose a problem. He wants to go short. He goes, spots up a teammate there, and Collard takes the mark. So Lawrence Collard, good leading out from full forward, will line up left of centre, quite an acute angle, going at the Palace end of the ground. So Lawrence Collard, 60 goals in season 2023. He's a formidable teammate up there, a player. So wait on this set shot. Katanning Wanderers, Collard, 3 or 4 step kick, goes up towards the top edge of the goal square. He can't make the distance. Ball at the bottom of the pack is taken way by Smith, and Smith takes it for the Cats.
Yeah, Smith drives it out wide. Frasina leading in the race for the ball. Boundary line's a little bit too close. It's out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in just shy of left half forward flank for the Katanning Wanderers, going towards the Arthur River end of the oval today. As the ball to be thrown in beautiful sunshiny conditions. Rucks go to it. Banks was behind. Put it down the front. A toe poke goes out. Quartermain was in front. That was Toby, ground level. Umpire's going to blow the whistle here, and we're going to have a ball up at the left half forward flank.
You saw that Lawrence Collard kick on goal. You saw the ball hold up in the breeze, so it's quite stiff out there, a stiff northwesterly, about 15 kilometres an hour going.
Certainly is. The Rucks set themselves. Banks worked his way to the front. His second knock out wide was good towards Lorino, who runs on it. He's wrapped up in a good solid tackle as well. And he might have been... No, he's going to come up with a free kick.
Free kick.
So free kick
Lorino
goes the way of James Lorino, left half forward flank.
Lorino's got it. Katanning Wanderers have got to go inside 50. You look for Collard again as 3 or 4 Cats go up in that contest. Ball's in dispute. An opportunity at ground level. Play on, says the umpire. Pack forming. Good pressure there by Williams Riley forward on the defensive 50, inside the defensive 50, and we've got a ball up. So there's early pressure in the grand final. No score at the moment inside the first 3 minutes. As the umpire will toss it up yet again. Rucks go at it again. It's been taken there beautifully by Keeley. Kicks around the body. Kick to a teammate who was beset upon by 2 Cats. Hard up in the attacking 50 for Katanning. And we've got a ball up once again of some 25-30 around from Katanning's goal.
Umpire sets himself once again. Rucks go to it. Over the back. It was good. Cable was there. Couldn't wrap it up. He's over the ball now. Tim Stewart. Over the top, umpire blows the whistle. We'll have a ball up. Pretty tough in the clenches there at the moment. Very early doors. Keeley, he won it down, knocked out by towards Tyrone Rowe. Ground level, Riley Cunningham was excellent. Back to Nick Panizza. His kick out was very good, but taken by Cade Stewart, was it? Gee, he's like a tiger in there fighting. Got it out, taken high, I think, said the umpire. Had his head down and bum up, burrowed in, and got the free kick for the Katanning Wanderers. Yes. Andrew Pritchard.
This will show the effect of the breeze, I think, because he's about 30, 35 metres out. Just earlier on, good to see Laurie Collard on the lead, because that's his strength. He's very good, quick, off the mark, and that's what he needs to do to get good use of the footy. So 35 metres out, we will see the strength of the breeze as Stewart kicks through the first.
Okay, Pipeline Weld again. Installation sponsoring the first quarter here. Russell Reynolds is the man. He's down at Boddington there nowadays. Cade Stewart. Well, he's normally a very, very good kick of the ball. In he comes. It's a high kick, and I tell you what, that breeze, well, it's up jet high. She must be a bit of a trail going on up there. It's out of bounds on the full, and that is very, very unusual. And Alex Donaldson to bring the ball back in for the Williams Cats.
Hard up against the right behind post. He's got the breeze at his back. This should travel at least 50 metres. Long kick goes towards a contest. No one can take the mark. Back of the pack there is Norwich there for Katanning Wanderers. He's been tackled. Got the hand pass wide free. It's very close to the line. And we've got a throw in on the outer side of Matera Oval. Yet no score at the moment. Katanning Wanderers have gone inside 50 at least 3 or 4 occasions. Williams, it hasn't gone past the centre half forward line, so they've got a bit of work to do to get possession of the footy. Ruckman's jostle, one down. Charts at ground level. Stewart's again there, and also Banks for Katanning Wanderers. Big pack is forming. Umpire's going to blow his whistle shortly, and eventually he does. We're going to throw up in a similar position.
Very, very desperate, isn't it, out there, Andrew Pritchard?
Yeah, sometimes I'd like the umpires to blow it a bit quicker than that, but yes, certainly the ball hasn't gone into Williams' forward line as yet, so but Wanderers haven't got the opportunity yet.
Okay, well, it'll come up with a free kick to Peniza. One down, it goes down. Kyle Shanahan comes up now with a free kick. Lays it off to Morfess. He goes with a powerful kick in the forward line. Put down, it was at ground level. Mucking around was Petchel. That was Jonty. It's at centre half forward. Umpire says, give it to me. Oh, he nearly swallowed it and spat it back out again. And what an opportunity it was for the Williams Cats as they drove out of defence. Petchell's going to go for the ruck, not ground level. Kate Stewart, well, he's hip and shouldered out of the way, and he's going to come up with a free kick as well. A bit of a good hip and shoulder he copped as well, Cameron.
So Kate Stewart getting early touches. He's starting to insert himself on the game at the moment. He's at centre half back now, being called to play on. Gets very close to the man on the mark. Goes out wide towards the left wing. Bouncing football. He puts it into the path of there of Caleb Keeley. He sees it out and a throw in on the outer side of the ground. I don't think we're going to see much football on the broadcast side at all this afternoon, gentlemen.
Just as well, we got some binoculars with us, I think, as well. So the ball to be thrown in. Left half forward flank for the Katanning Wanderers. They've been pressing. Mitchell Banks down towards the front. Longmire was great. Got the ball forward about 5 metres for the Williams Cats. Scooping it up. Getting through was Donaldson. That was Quinn Donaldson. He got the long kick down the right half forward flank. Dropping back was Ryan Pontillo. In defence for the Katanning Wanderers. He goes with a kick. Long. Hugs the boundary. Sloyth was there. Cleared everybody. Ground level, bit of aerial ping-pong though. Shanahan was there. Kate Stewart, excellent. Over the top to Mitchell Banks, swings it wide. Back to Sloyth. He goes forward to Stewart. He's pulled down on a good tackle. Umpire just lets it go. Left centre wing. And now we've got holding the ball. And the free kick goes to Toby Quartermain for the Katanning Wanderers.
So Quartermain, good tackling there by Katanning Wanderers. They want the football. He kicks to an unmarked green. He takes the mark on the edge of the centre square. He goes towards centre half forward. The kick was ill-directed. Cats do well through Smith. Ball jars free. Needs some support. Gets tackled by two Wanderers. Great pressure by Katanning. Umpire on the scene. And we got a ball up inside the centre square. Still no score inside the first 5 or 6 minutes. It's tight and tough as Longmire. He goes up against Banks. Either just falls short. Oh, terrific work through traffic. The Cats may come away with this. Drop punt towards the outer side of the ground. Pearce has got it. He taps it forward to his advantage. Done well, Nathan. He travels the football. He gets it again. Petchell's in support. Receives the hand pass. Kicks inside the forward 50. It's going to be a 2-on-1 back there. Katanning Wanderers with the weight of numbers. Ball jars free. Medlin snaps around the body towards full forward. And there's the first goal of the grand final. It's touched. Oh dear, it was touched as he kicked it away. Jared Medlin had a snap from 30. So that's the first score of the 2023 grand final. Williams are behind. Katanning Wanderers are yet to score.
Here in the first term, brought to you by Pipeline Welding and Installation. Russell Reynolds, 0417 180 644. Ryan Pontillo to bring the ball back into play. Cats probably got a little bit of advantage here in this first term with that breeze. It's a cross breeze. Jarrett Medlin's under it, almost brought it down. Stedman was there, copped out the top. Charging away was Willie Rowe. He's had 2 bounces now. He's a good little left footer. The kick was excellent as he went forward. I think it's Timmy Stewart.
Yep.
Stewart with the ball, squares it up towards centre half forward. Saunders down low, couldn't get it up. Rowe knocked it to Tyrant Rowe. He stares at the big white sticks and he goes bang and misses. One point apiece to both teams here in the first term.
We can't buy a goal at the moment.
Of the grand final.
Oh dear. So Donaldson will bring it back in play. So defensively, the Arthur River end of the ground. The breeze is a nor'wester and it's quite stiff, as we've mentioned in our pre-match. He kicks towards the outer side of the ground. Well done from behind by Banks. Ball jars free for a couple of sets of hands, and we've got a throw in on the outer side of the ground. So
great play in that passage of play by both Rowe brothers, and unfortunately Toro missed a shot he probably should have kicked.
Umpire tosses it in. Banks, he may have been held without the football. No whistle, socket off the ground. Ball jars free. An opportunity for the Cats there. And Donaldson very close to the line on the other side of it, but the Wanderers may have possession. He's been tackled, brought to ground. How will the umpire see this? Free kick, holding the ball. Donaldson will come up with it. That was a terrific tackle at right half back.
Yeah, good player, Alex Donaldson. Very good game last week. does a great job in defence. He's going to hug the outside, far side. Kick forward, Stedman went high, couldn't complete the mark, came to ground level. It's wrapped up. It's going nowhere, and the umpire says we'll have a throw up. It's just forward of the right half back flank for the Williams Cats, who look pretty good going forward too. Ruxco to it. In front was Longmire. Was excellent ground level. Hand pass from Bellotti come out. Went through some traffic as well. He got the kick away.
Petchel.
In front was Petchel. It was a good mark. He's on the right half forward flank. He looks to the corridor. Addison Jews there. Coming out was Medlin. Took possession. The veteran wheels around. Puts it towards the goal square. Coucher was there. Can he make it?
Ooh.
Oh, off the ground. Waiting on the goal umpire's decision.
You might have to go to the arc, boys.
It's third touch. Gee whiz, I was going to yell a goal as well. Two behinds on the Toolmart scoreboard for the Williams Cats. One behind to the Katanning Wanderers here in the first term of the Upper Grade Southern Football League Grand Final.
Wow, Pantillo is going to bring it back in play. It's high pressure stuff. Katanning Wanderers had all the play. The Cats are starting to get more possession in the last 2 or 3 minutes, but cannot find the major opening down towards the eastern end of the ground. So
No one can, Cameron.
No. Well, the scoreboard reflects that, doesn't it? No goals yet. Kick out of side of the ground. It's missed everybody, and it's gone over and out for a throw-in at left half back for Katanning Wanderers. It's one behind the Wanderers. Williams Cats are two behinds. We're inside the first 10 minutes of the grand final.
Certainly, it's out towards right half forward flank, just outside the 50-metre arc for the Williams Cats. They're certainly showing plenty of signs out there, the Cats. They're pretty productive. No goals yet. It bumps forward, trying to work his way forward with Simon Panizza. Almost taken without the ball, but play-on's the call from the umpire. Frasina comes in hard on top, and the umpire has no hesitation in blowing the whistle. We'll have a ball up. It's inside the attacking 50-metre arc, right forward pocket region for the Williams Cats. Been a pretty good start. Initially, the Wanderers were all over it, but the Cats are there. Out of the pack was Stedman. Left foot forward. Goes to the right forward pocket. It was Josh Pinney. Sees the ball out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. It is in the deep right full forward pocket for the Williams Cats.
So an opportunity for the Cats to score here. It's in a good position. Boundary throw in. Petchel from behind. Banks was the immediate opponent out of sight of the ground. Hand pass received by Sloyth. Sloyth goes back to a teammate. Kick goes further afield, and it's been marked by Pantillo, is it? Been called to play on. Wasn't 15. Kick went straight into the man. Meanwhile, Katanning Wanderers on the outer side of the ground may have a way to numbers here. Hand pass now being received by Rowe. Rowe kick was halfly smothered. Ball jars free. The Cats may come over that. Rowe with the soccer. Goes up towards the half-forward position. Sloyth gathers the football. Hand pass wide of the pack. An opportunity there for William Rowe. Kicks up the line towards the wing. It's been now taken there by Morphese of the Cats. Goes up the line. Can't find a teammate. It's missed everybody. And going back with the ball is Stuart Norris should mop up.
Okay, it's inside the attacking 50-metre arc. Coucher has it. No, hand pass over the top. Brock Green works hard. Bit of a collision. Norris is in there. Burrowing in on top of the Williams Cats player. Umpire blows the whistle. Gee, it's hard, fast and mean in there. Great football. Williams Cats. Addison Jews there. No one touches the ball. Over the top, Banks with a sweeping hand pass was good towards Loreno. Sloyth, excellent, quick little hand pass out. They go forward. Timmy Stewart back to Sloyth. Sloyth goes with a high kick. The wind's got it. Panizza's caught from the side. Almost took the mark. Saunders there, play on. Riley Cunningham. He mops up beautifully. Kick goes forward, getting back, and Simon Panizza is an excellent mark. Just shy of right half forward flank for the Cats. Long into the corridor. Over the tops, fisted away by Pontillo.
No.
And it's play on's the call. It's inside the attacking 50-metre arc once again, and now
high tackle going Williams' way there, Big K. So an opportunity there.
Petchel, is it?
It's Jonty Petchel. Has got the high tackle. That's the way the umpire's seen it. And he'll shoot from just right of centre from about 52 metres out from goal. He's got a breeze there. He'll have to start it very well left to bring it back. If he can kick the distance, Petchel's got it. He'll shoot from 51 metres. Drop punters high. It'll fall short towards right full forward. It's missed everything. It's gone over and out. I think it's just for a boundary throw. We're out in the full. Katanning Wanderers to bring it back in play. Two behind the Cats. Wanderers are one behind in the first quarter of the grand final.
Kick goes in long and strong. Willie Rowe has certainly been very productive, but it's out of bounds on the full. It'd have to be if it's the mark's not paid. So Bellotti is going to come up with a free kick for the Williams Cats. He looks into the corridor. It's an intelligent kick. They rise high at the back of the pack. Ryan Pontillo, where he does his best work, takes it, drills it out to Tyron Rowe, who's in left back pocket for the Katanning Wanderers here in the first term of the Upper Great Southern Football League Grand Final. The kick goes long. Keeley was there. Gee, that win. They just can't read it at the moment. And Nick Panizza is going to come up with a free kick on right half forward flank for the Cats.
So Nick Panizza, the veteran of the Cats, has got the footy. He kicks up towards the half-forward line. Well, the intended target there was Smith. He couldn't take the mark. Ball jar's free. Here's an opportunity for them in Coucher. Kicks towards full forward. Has it gone through? I think that's the first goal. He's put it through for full points. Cats draw first blood in the grand final. Well, it took them 3 or 4 attempts, and eventually Williams have drawn first blood. 1 goal to Katanning Wanderers, 1 behind, and it looks as though that was Nathan Pearce, I think it was, that kicked the goal, and he's a little bit ginger after that. He's on all 4 knees at the moment, 2 knees, so after he kicked it, he copped it, I think, and as long as he's okay. But eventually, a goal has been kicked, and the Cats are first on the board.
Yeah, well done to the Williams Cats. Pipeline Welding and Installations. Russell Reynolds, 0417 180644 is your man, Andrew Pritchard.
Yeah, it's taken 14 minutes of play to get a first goal. It looks as though we're getting a soccer score. And as you mentioned in commentary, Katanning have struggled to get the ball out of defence with a couple of out of bounds on the full in that preceding play.
Pretty powerful breeze, and rucks go to it. Petchell's in the ruck for the Cats. Goes to ground level. Addison Dew taps it out in front of himself. Runs onto the ball. Oh, it's a powerful kick, but we've got a free kick back in the centre, and James Lorino has come up with it. Didn't see it, Andrew, but...
He signalled holding the man in the contest.
Oh, gee, well, that could have been damaging.
So, Lorino's got it. The Cats with a surge at the moment. They've got the breeze. He'll go up the line. He looked for his teammate there in Saunders. Ball jar's free. Back it goes. The hand pass to Banks. Receives it. Got nowhere to go. Eventually, stand-start kick. Kicks inside the forward 50. Pack is set. No one can take the mark. Sloyth front and centre. What's the hand pass it off? Back to Rowe. Back to Sloyth. 30 out. High drop punted. Holds up to the breeze to the 9-metre goal square. Good mark taken to the solid line by Nick Panizza for the Cats. Last line of defence.
That is a contender as well for the Katanning Travel Centre. Mark of the day goes out wide. Cameron Smith did well for the Cats. Hand pass over the top to Quinn Donaldson. He has 1 bounce. Runs his full 10. Drills at Pearce in front. Good fist away by Penny it was. Ground level. Oh, Donaldson follows it up again. Goes with the long kick. Getting back and reaching high was Travis Justins. The old reliable defender has taken a good safe grab.
And Gerard Medlin standing the mark. So two seasoned veterans here. Played a lot of upper great southern footy. The kick, it was wide of the teammate. Eventually, Wanderers may come away with this. Penny goes up the line. His kick was ill-directed. Cats can come away with it, perhaps gathered there by Panizza. He goes up the line. His Cats loose everywhere. Gathered by Smith. Kicks towards full forward. And he misses to the left-hand side. They're peppering opportunities. Williams go to 1 goal 3. Katanning Wanderers are 1 behind. The Cats have got the breeze in the first quarter of the grand final.
Well, it's pretty windy, Andrew Pritchard, but it's a very exciting first term.
Yeah, absolutely. Opportunities at both ends, and Williams, that breeze is obviously going to be in a factor all day, I think.
The kick comes into Tim Stewart. He's in the right back pocket region for the Wanderers. As he goes now, hugs the boundary line. It's a good kick and a good mark taken by Crosby. He's going to play on, and he's called to play on. Tackle, dispossessed. Play on's the call. Babick over the ball. It comes inboard. Steadman was good. Went looking for Cameron Smith. Couldn't find him. Hand pass went out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. It's now on the left half forward flank for the Williams Cats here in the first term. They've got 1 goal 3 leading. The Katanning Wanderers 1 behind. Ball's thrown in. Comes from behind. Banks was really good. Quick little hand pass. He went down. Was it to Stewart? Went forward. Tyron Rose in front. More feast. Trying to wear him like a coat. Ooh. Drives him into the ground. Umpire says no. We'll have a ball up.
Might have been in his back then, but he was lucky to get away with that one.
No easy kicks out there at all.
Umpire restarts it for a rarity. It's on the broadcast wing of the ground. It's been bottled up on the outer side all day. Opportunity for the Cats there, and high. Simon Panizza should get the free kick. No.
Umpire is just blindsided, but isn't he?
Okay. So we've got a ball up. So just on the left centre wing. Cats going towards the town end of the ground with the breeze. It's 1 goal 3 versus 1 behind. It's Williams that are in front. Ball jar's free. Chance at ground level. Panizza again. Good work by Katanning Wanderers at ground level. They're desperate at the moment. So are the Cats. Umpire on the scene. Again, we've got a ball up just marginally, just to up the ground at right half forward for Katanning Wanderers.
Wanderers trying to surge forward. Rucks go to it. It's been a good battle in there. It comes to ground level once again, a bit of a tackle, and we're going to have to repeat the dose again as it's pretty desperate in there. Petrol in the ruck for the Williams Cats. And Banks, certainly been in great form, as Mitchell Banks. Used his body well. He won it down. It was excellent. Stolen by Simon Panizza. Him and James Lorino hook up, though, and end up on the ground together and say, how you going, boys? And we'll have a ball up once again. Pretty willing, very desperate, no easy kicks. Exactly what you'd hope and expect in a grand final. No ruckman even touched the ball.
No,
Pops out the side. Timmy Stewart puts it in front of himself. Got his little toe poke forward. Sloith in front. Took full possession. Hand pass went out. Was it to Tyron Penny? Long to the goal square. Keeley! Too big, too strong. And he marks the ball 20 metres out directly in front. And that is a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre. Mark of the day, Caleb Keeley. Lining up for goal number 1 for the Katanning Wanderers. In he comes. A beautiful little chip kick off his boot. Goal on the board. Toolmart scoreboard. The Williams Cats are 1-3, leading the Katanning Wanderers 1 goal, 1 2-point ball game in favour of the Cats. And Cameron Spragg in commentary as well this afternoon. A great first quarter, Cameron.
Terrific. And eventually both sides have found the major opening. That's important because we didn't want a soccer score all afternoon in the most important day of the footballing calendar. And now both Williams and Katanning have found those opening goals with a stiff northwesterly breeze. And all of a sudden, it's just a couple of points in it in the favour of the Cats. Going with the breeze, they've got the breeze in this first quarter, so they've got the advantage, just waiting on the ball to come back towards the centre circles. So Longmire's going to be in the ruck, and Banks will be immediate opponent for Katanning. Umpire tosses it up. Rucks go at it again. Banks just. Ball jars freed. Eventually it's wrapped up, and we got a secondary ball up alongside the centre circles. Bright sunshine, good crowd and attendance. Hope you're enjoying this Sunday afternoon football. And eventually Longmire wins it down. Ball jars free to the pack. Opportunity for Lorino again. Now, umpires picked out a free kick. There was an infringement. Looks as though Stedman's going to take it. So he's got it. Back edge of the centre circles. Cats are about to go forward. Stedman of Williams. Long towards the centre half forward line. Ball jars free. Sloith. Hand pass to a teammate, Lorino. Lorino got out to a teammate who took his eye off the football. Back it goes, received there by Norrish. He kicks out wide towards his teammate on the outer side of the ground. I think it was Green, is it?
That might be Willie Rowe.
Willie Rowe, beg your pardon. It's gone over and out. It's bottled out for a throw-in on the outer side of the ground.
Okay, it's on the right half-forward flank for the Williams Cats. Gee, they're pretty evenly matched right at the moment. Longmire was behind. Banks did well. Cade Stewart, excellent work. One way, then the other. Got the hand pass out. Was almost broken up by Stedman. Knocked it forward to Quinn Donaldson. Runs to 50. Reaching kick. It's off target. It's out of bounds. I think for a throw-in deep in the right full forward pocket region. Andrew Pritchard.
Yeah, it's just the breeze is playing a real problem with both sides. That one outbounds on the full with Pontillo to kick the ball back.
Okay, well, Ryan drives a long kick in. Banks used his body well. That's a nice grab. On the ground, hand pass out to Stewart, was it? A long kick forward. Gee, they're also at the attacking 50-metre arc. Over the top, it was a good fist back doors, I should say. Ground level. It's desperate up here as well as the hand pass came out. We've got a whistle on play and a free kick will go the way to Saunders, I believe, for the Katanning Wanderers. He's outside of 50. He's going to go long. Where's the big man? Tyron Rowe used his body well. Nearly magically come out of the pack. Hand pass over the top. And it ends up with Timmy Stewart, and he's off target. One behind only. Oh, wow-wee. Toolmart scoreboard, 1-3. Williams Cats, 1-2 to the Katanning Wanderers.
As Donaldson is going to bring it back in play for the Cats. High pressure stakes at the moment between these two sides. And it's just 1 goal apiece. Kick goes on. Terrific. Beautiful mark to Nick Panizza. Unguarded. He found good positioning. The kick was perfect. Pinpoint accuracy. Centre half back being called to play on Panizza. Nearly kicks to the man on the mark. The kick was ill-directed somewhat, but it's all Katanning Wanderers. The hand pass could be received on the outer side of the ground. There's a weight of numbers there. Terrific work through traffic. Well done there by Quartermain. Kicks it out wide. Rowe goes up the line towards half forward. Mark being taken. Stewart. Kick plays on immediately. Katanning Wanderers, he'll look for Keeley at the back. Takes the chest mark. Magnificent positioning of the big man. He'll line up on a point-blank range goal right of centre. Caleb Keeley starting to provide headaches for the Cats defence there. Now, what's an opportunity for Keeley? Goes with the outside of the boot, front punch on its way. He's put it through for 4 points. So Keeley, right on the siren, has kicked the goal for Katanning Wanderers. They lead at quarter time in the grand final. Katanning Wanderers at quarter time lead 2-2. Williams 1-3.
Gee whiz, and a very, very timely goal, and from here it's always hard to tell. I thought he might have almost skewed across the face of goal, Andrew Pritchard in commentary. Andrew, a bit of a smile on your face as well?
Oh, I think this is going to be the scoring end for, although we often see when sides think they've got the breeze, but Keeley's taken 2 very good chest marks where he's used his body brilliantly, and normally he sort of marks overhead or in front of the eyes, but they've been point blank. He could almost have shepherded it through because I think it was online. But yes, a really tight quarter. Both sides, I think, would be very pleased with their play. Certainly, when the Peninsas are involved, Williams looked very good. And obviously when the Stewarts and Hayden Sloth managed to get involved in the footy along with Loreno, they've played so well. But yeah, huge crowd here. So it's a great game of footy.
Okay, Cameron Sprague in commentary as well. Cameron, what an entertaining first quarter. It took several minutes before we even got a score on the board, and that was just a behind for both teams in the end. But what did you make of the first quarter in the end?
Well, as you say, the conditions provided it tricky to kick goals, and eventually 3 goals have been kicked in that quarter in the latter stages of it. But look, there's a lot of nerves out there. It's a grand final. A lot of young players with nerves from both sides, but they're just starting to settle down now. And a lot of the key playmakers, as Arthur mentioned, are starting to get on top. And look, Katanning Wanderers, as you said, the Sloyts, Stewarts and Willie Rowe and all these sorts of players, and obviously Caleb Keeley with his couple of goals up there has been outstanding. And as I say, the Williams defence are going to have to be right on Keeley, because any time it comes down for a one-on-one, he's going to win the football and then take the mark 9 times out of 10. So I think Teak Vernon, the coach for the Cats, would have to keep an eye on that, on the right matchup as far as that's concerned between Caleb Keeley for the Katanning Wanderers. But look, a lot to like about it. The Cats' younger players are starting to get some ball movement there. Jared Midland's up forward for the Cats, of course, experience. Simon Benitez is another player as well. Nick Benitez in defence, and of course Donaldson and Addison Dew in the middle of the ground. So a lot to like. Quarter time here at Matera Oval, Sunday footy in the 2023 grand final, and it's Katanning Wanderers 2-2 lead the Cats 1-3.
Okay, 6-point ball game in favour of the Katanning Wanderers. Andrew Pritchard very good at the end. The Wanderers was as well, I should say, getting plenty of numbers around the ball as well.
Absolutely, and using a hand pass to advantage. We've seen a few times that both Kate Stewart and Hayden Sloth have interchanged hand passes, and certainly Willie Rowe on his wing has been really handy with his left foot, bringing the ball into the forward line. And certainly an even quarter. No real ascendancy. Katanning Wanderers were on top in the sort of first 10 minutes or so, and then Williams sort of worked their way into the game. And in fact, we didn't get the first goal until the 14-minute mark of the quarter. So, as mentioned by Cameron, it was a soccer score at one stage with 2 points to 1 point. And as I said, I think both coaches would be pleased. Certainly, comments made that Williams will need to be tighter on Caleb Keeley, because both of those were goals from very strong contested marks where he just held his body, held the player out, and then moved his body into position to be able to take the mark.
Yeah, pretty hard man to pin down is Caleb Keeley up there in front of goals. First quarter was brought to you by Pipeline Welding and Installation. Russell Reynolds, 0417 180644. We thank Russell very much for his sponsorship today in the Upper Grade Southern Football League Grand Final. Here in downtown Wagen on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. This little talk has been brought to you by Peter Rundle, MLA. He's our season sponsor, Peter. And if you need to catch up with him, and he's pretty busy, ring him at the office and make an appointment on 988 11 225. We're going to take a quick break for a few minutes and back very, very soon for the second term of the Upper Grade Southern Football League Grand Final.
Somebody just text me and say, talk louder.
Okay,
who's that?
Somebody text me.
Oh.
This other mic's softer than...
Yes, I'll move it.
1. Yeah, thanks, Norm. Grand final day here in downtown Wagen. The epic clash between the Katanning Wanderers and the Williams Cats. The Katanning Wanderers 2 goals 2, 14 leading. The Williams Cats 1 goal 3, 8. A margin of 6 points. Second quarter coming up very, very soon. Cooker and Rural Services 98646 010 for all your chemical and agronomy and plus fertiliser, animal health and general farm merchandise requirements. Open Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Call in and see the guys sponsoring Big K Footy and the Upper Great Southern Football League Grand Final. We're just moments away from the second term starting. What will unfold? The Katanning Wanderers with a use of a slight breeze, a cross breeze that it is. Banks in the ruck as Longmire as well. Banks probably got the best of it. Sloth zoomed in, hand pass over the top was great from the Williams Cats. It goes over as Petrol charges out, took the full possession. It went out towards Pearce. Pearce went forward to Addison Dew. He had a look at the goals. No one's back except for Travis Justins. How's the bounce? 10, 15 feet high, straight over his head. Took possession, got it out towards Norris. Couldn't quite handle the ball. It's broken up by the Cats towards Coucher with the hand pass. He's at ground level, crashed into. Free kick to Michael Coucher. And he is just on the 50-metre mark, perhaps just inside. He will be kicking into the breeze. It's going to take a mighty kick from there. No two ways about that, but an opportunity for the Williams Cats at least. Jared Medlin just not working too far from that goal square, and why wouldn't you? As many tall timbers as we can. The kick went in from the side, Medlin, and also Kate Stewart. Yeah. What a fantastic mark, a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre. Mark of the day, the smallest man there probably. He goes with a powerful long kick, looking for Banks. In front was Longmire. Flipped out the back, was good to Nicholson. Hand pass over the top. It's taken by Simon Panizza though. He wheeled around. He had a look. He went wide to Coucher. How's the bounce? Norris was good. Charging up. From out wide was Bellotti, spins around towards Addison Dew. He's marked the ball. He's still outside the 50-metre arc for the Williams Cats.
So Dew's got it. He's been called to play on. Kicks on the chalk of 50. Sends it towards full forward. It's not a bad kick. It fades to the left and through for a behind. Dew, he's got some talent, all right. He's got some flair and very dangerous. So he's just missed to the left-hand side. Through for the minus score. Katanning Wanderers are 2 goals 2. Williams 1 goal 4. The Wanderers bring it back in play. A high kick towards the centre square. Banks was the target. Couldn't take the mark. Good tackle there. Cunningham's been brought to tackle. He's been pinged. Holding the ball, says the umpire. So Katanning Wanderers will come up with the Banks kick. He kicks to an unmarked Sloith. Back edge of the centre square with the red boots on this afternoon. The former Sandover medalist. Kicks out wide. He finds a teammate there in Saunders. Right wing. Katanning Wanderers going with the breeze in this second quarter. Just slow chip kicking up the ground. The kick is poor. Put it straight down the throat of Cunningham, and the Cats off half-back can repel.
Riley Cunningham, what a reliable defender he is, and certainly his kick as he goes forward, as I boomed him up, and James Lorino was in front. He's raked the mark down, and it's a turnover. Katanning Wanderers, an opportunity to go forward, goes wide with the kick. Was great. Out there was Saunders. Saunders just shy of right half forward flank. A long way from home. Goes with the long kick as it went forward, and Riley Cunningham, Sloth at ground level, beautiful roving, out came Nick Panizza though, pinned him and brought him to the ground, and he's going to come up with a free kick.
High tackle,
taken away. Gee whiz. Well, it was probably there. They're very touchy around the head nowadays. Panizza was come out hard. Sloth was front on to him, and I think that created the free kick.
And Sloth, of course, learnt from the Hams brothers at South Fremantle how to get the high tackle. But yeah, it was there. But there's been a lot of debate about high tackles, where they end up after where they start. So Sloth from about 25, 30 metres out.
Okay, in he comes. Going for team goal number 3. Kick off his boot. Normally he's a great kick on goal, but he's missed on this occasion. 2 goals 3 to the Katanning Wanderers leading. The Williams Cats 1 goal 4.
And Donaldson for the Cats will bring it back in play. What's happened here? There is too. Something's happened off the play, but there was a bit of back chat or a player was infringed, but it's going to go the Cats' way, a 50-metre penalty. And Alex Donaldson is the recipient. He goes short up the line.
To Dew.
Dew's got it. He's been in it. integral part of the Cats lineup in 2023. He's sizing up his options. Back into the centre circles, sends it high, the ball holds up in the breeze, it's going to fall short of everybody. Jared Medlin gets it on the first bounce, lays the hand pass off to a teammate there in Bellotti, kicks up the line, he kicks straight into Schloith, ball jars free, Schloith can shovel it out towards the outer side, the weight of numbers, but the Cats can repel again, the hand pass, back it goes once more there for Jew goes inside the forward 50, how will this play?
Yes.
Chest mark taken inside 50, and it's been taken there by Longmire, the big fellow. Wants to play on, stand start kick, kicks towards left, full forward. That may have been a free kick or infringement. No whistle, says the umpire. Schloith goes up out wide, and Katanning Wanderers have got out of jail there, Big K.
Yeah, James Lorino, raking kick down towards right centre wing. It's out of bounds. We'll have a throw in, and that was a terrific mark as well.
Longmire.
As a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre. Mark of the day. Ball to be thrown in, far side of the oval. Been a good clash between Longmire and Banks. Taken there by Simon Panizza. It's a high kick. I'm not sure if it's going to make rain or not. Out it comes. Fisted away. Smith was at front. Hand pass from Justins was good. It was out as Nicholson got the kick away. Kate Stewart was a huge fly. At ground level, he got it out to Nicholson. Quickly on his boot and sends it forward. Bit of a bad bounce coming through. Hard was Tyron Rowe. Put a good tackle on, but free kick goes the way of Riley Cunningham in defence for the Williams Cats. His kick's broken up by Kate Stewart, was it? Oh, he's everywhere. Got the hand pass out. Kick tumbles forward. Keeley, the big man, one way, then the other. A little bit too tricky. Goes back doors to Quartermain. Goes forward to Collard. Over the top of all and through for one behind only to the Katanning Wanderers.
Big Keeley's got a turning circle like the Queen Mary. It took a while to get around, but he's a terrific talent, no doubt, this afternoon. So the ball to be brought back into play. Chance for Donaldson at half-back. He runs his full measure, sends it to the broadcast wing. Ball will jar free. No one can take the mark. It's dropped short of the intended target. Smith for the Cats. And we've got a ball up at right half back for Williams, going towards the Arthur River into the ground. It's 2-4, 1-4. It's the Katanning Wanderers by 6 points in the second term, early going. 2023 grand final. Banks, Longmire. Cats can get it smothered. Donaldson, a chance there. Jew. Ball jars free. It's very close to the line. It's gone over and out in front of Quartermain. We've got a throw in at right half-back for Williams.
Cooker and Rural Services sponsoring the second term as well. 98646 010. Ball thrown in. Great clash between the ruckmen as it is once again. In front was Shanahan. Got bumped into by Sloith. It's tied up. It's not going anywhere. Umpire's going to repeat the dose. Central umpire. It's on the left half forward flank region for the Katanning Wanderers. 6 point margin in favour of the Wanderers. Longmire wins it down. Nicholson was bumped out of the way. Went through a few legs there. Hand pass. Oh, Panizza, that is excellent work. He found Cameron Smith. He goes to right half forward. Jared Medlin over the top. Big fist on play was good. Ground level. Josh Pinney sees the ball to the boundary line. Well, it's rolled out. We'll have a throw in. It's on the right half forward flank for the Williams Cats. Andrew Pritchard.
Yeah, interesting to see that Williams must have an extra player in defence because at that stage Pontillo was standing at centre half back on his own.
Umpire tosses it back in play. Rucks go at it again. Banks fists it down. Oh, well done from Panizza from behind. Oh, Shanahan, I beg your pardon. Hand pass has been chopped off. Katanning Wanderers do well through traffic. Ball bouncing football comes towards Keeley. Keeley with a hand pass to the run of Stewart. Runs his full measure. He puts Katanning Wanderers inside the 50. There's a foot race. Chance for a Collard. Gets back. Gathers the footy. Then goes to ground. He's got no support whatsoever. Donaldson can mop up perhaps. It drifts towards the pocket and over and out. Precious stuff.
Kate Stewart was like Superman, flying through the air and smothering that ball. Gee, put some pressure on the kicker.
It was, and Collard just didn't have anyone back there to help him, but had a real opportunity. It was a 2-on-1. We've got a ball deep inside the right forward 50 for Katanning Wanderers. It's 2-4 versus 1-4. 6 points the margin. The umpire tosses it back in play. Chance for Sloith to the side of the pack. Gathers. He's about to be tackled. The hand passes. Let go on the outer side of the ground. It's now been received by Stewart. That's Tim. Kicks inside towards Collard.
Oh, good
magnificent positioning by Lawrence Collard. Streamed out from full forward and has taken a chest mark. He will have a set shot dead in front from about 25 to 30 out.
Great vision there by Stewart, wasn't he? Just on his left foot. Bit of a wobbly kick, but you play in front and you get rewarded. And a chance for Laurie Collard's first
goal, and as I said, 60 on the year in the home and away season. He's a sharpshooter for Katanning Wanderers. Started approach, goes in, drop punts on its way. gun barrel straight. The Wanderers move along to 3 goals 4. Williams 1 goal 4, second quarter of the 2023 Grand Final, and that is Lawrence Collard's first goal of the match.
Yeah, great play and good positioning, as you said, Cameron. Second quarter, Cooker Rural Services for all your chemical and agronomy plus fertiliser, animal health and general farm merchandise requirements. Call in and see the guys in downtown Cookeran. Sunday afternoon, grand final day, 12-point margin in favour of the Katanning Wanderers here in the second term, as the ball works its way back towards the centre once again. A lovely afternoon for football, a good game of football, not too easy out there, pretty tough, and everybody's working pretty hard. Rucks to set themselves. Longmire flew high. Banks maybe. Tim Stewart was in there. Stedman was good. Put it in front of himself, and he's going to get the free kick.
Held.
He just popped it out in front of himself. So Stedman, he's a good, handy footballer for the Williams Cats. He's going to go long to the corridor. It's wide. Coucher was there. Good fist away by Justins. Addison Dew runs onto it though. One way, then the other. Puts on the afterburners. A wobbly kick and straight to Travis Justins, who was in a great position in defence for the Katanning Wanderers.
Justins out wide. Kicks to a sliding Loreno. He's been very good this afternoon. Kicks up the line and finds a teammate in Stewart, is it?
Yep,
he's marked the football. That's Tim. It's defensive 50. Now goes towards the broadcast wing. You look for Banks. Peniza. That's Nick. Banks gets the favourable bounce. The hand pass to the run there of a player there. And Nicholson kicks up to the line. He gave to a teammate there. And Rowe goes in towards the Collard direction. Goal scoring opportunity. It's eluded him. And it's drifted towards the pocket. We've got a right full forward throw in for the Katanning Wanderers. It's 12 points the margin here in the second quarter.
Ball's in the deep right full forward pocket region for the Katanning Wanderers, who, as we know, look pretty dynamic when they are charging forward. They're big men, so the ball's thrown in. Rucks go to it. Saunders won it down. Sloyth lurking. Donaldson got the little kick out, only went about 20 metres. Bellotti was there. Cade Stewart in there, hungry like a wolf after the ball. And Donaldson, who's a great defender for the Williams Cats, is the last man to get up. Rucks again, set themselves. They went high. Cunningham was there. Morpheus left it behind. Sloyth is just excellent in those situations. A hand pass, he found Tyrone Rowe. He works in close quarters to the boundary line. He gets the kick away. And Collard, has he raked it in? He's paid the mark. He must be just on the boundary line, and that is absolutely fantastic.
That's a contender.
A huge contender for the Katanning Travel Centre. Mark of the day. And gee, Andrew, we've already had quite a few marks today already.
Absolutely, despite the breeze, there's been some, I've listed 8 marks already that qualify for mark of the day.
Laurie Collard, in he comes. It's a banana kick. I tell you what, goal umpire didn't move.
Brilliant.
Goal on the board for the Katanning Wanderers. That is a magnificent goal. A huge contender for the Sports Power. Narrogin, goal of the day. Toolmart scoreboard. 4 goals 4 to the Katanning Wanderers, 1 goal 4 to the Williams Cats and Cameron Spragg. I think they've got to find a plug or something to block this hole because the Wanderers are starting to get on their bike.
They have, and they've got the breeze too, and it's the Lawrence Collard factor. He has got a real sniff at the moment. He's kicked 2, and that was one of the better goals you'll see all year under tough conditions with a stiff westerly blowing across his face. So magnificent effort by Katanning Wanderers. They've out to an 18-point lead, and all of a sudden, not alarm bells just yet, but Teague Vernon, the coach of the Cats, will be looking at opportunities to curtail Laurie Collard inside the forward 50, back towards the centre circle, and away we go again. Rucks to go at it. Banks, he wins it down. Petcher was the immediate opponent. Ball jars through. The hand pass now been received there by Tim Stewart. Goes up the line. The kick was ill-directed. Padezza got a bad bounce. That's Nick. Goes back in, gathers the football, sat upon and tackled by 2 Katanning Wanderers players. One of them was Tyrone Rowe, and now the umpires come in, and we're going to ball up at centre half forward for Katanning Wanderers. So they're doing all the attacking in this second quarter. Back-to-back goals, and they've done pretty well. They go at it again. Keeley did the tap work on this occasion. Cats go in hard. A lot of tackling going on, and once again, we've got a stalemate.
Okay, centre half forward for the Katanning Wanderers. Cookeran Rural Services, the place that you want to be. The place to go for all your farming requirements. Rucks to go to it. Was one down by Keeley. It's a bit of a down level. Donaldson tried to get the kick out. Cade Stewart over the ball. Keeley was good. Little hand pass to Timmy Stewart. Geez, wrapped up. Stedman was good. Hand pass over the top. Sets up Panizza. That was Simon. Lays a little hand pass out the side to Riley Ford. His kick forward. Pearce is a good mark. He's a good footballer. And he's just forward of right centre wing. Pearce. It's a high kick into the breeze. It's going to hold up. Underneath it was Addison Dew. Fisted away. Great defensive work from the Katanning Wanderers. It comes to ground level. It's on the right half forward flank for the Williams Cats here in the second term.
Very willy out there, Big K. Players putting their bodies on. It's the grand final. Petchel and Banks, they jostle. Banks wins it down for the Wanderers side. And immediately players are tackled. Sloy's in the thick of things, as he always is at these stoppages. And we've got a ball up right on the chalk of 50 for the Cats. Going against the breeze, they trail it by 18 points in term number 2 here at Matera Oval. Wagen, umpire restarts it again. Petchel, no one can win it down. Ball jars free. Sloyth through traffic, tackled. Lorino gives the hand pass off. Now it's been turned over once again. The Cats can come away with this. Maybe the hand pass now. That was intercepted. And it's very close to the line. Simon Panizza takes it over and it came off Shanahan, who handballed it towards Panizza. We've got a boundary throw in broadcast wing here at Matera Oval. It's 4-4 playing 1-4. It's Katanning Wanderers up.
Okay, 18-point margin as the ball to be thrown in. Once again, right half forward flank area for the Williams Cats. They're just struggling a little bit in the second. To Keeley, full possession, quick hand pass to Sloyth, quickly on his boot, sent forward, chopped off by Shanahan. He got his boot into the ball, sends it forward, coming out was Logie. It was a nice pick up by the young player. Big kick to the forward pocket. It's too strong and out of bounds on the full. And the free kick goes to the way of the Katanning Wanderers to come back in board. Travis Justins waits for the ball to be returned. Andrew Pritchard.
Yeah, so Katanning Wanderers moved Keeley on into the ruck, and so now arresting Ruckman. It's actually rucked for about 2 quarters, so interesting to see how that will go with Keeley in the ruck.
Yeah, well, they're doing the world of good. Big Caleb Keeley. Kick comes in. Petchel, that is a good capture. He was going to run the wrong way initially, as he goes back to take his kick on the right half forward flank. Tough work for the Williams Cats. He sees the corridor. He goes with a long kick. Medlin tries to get there. Wins, falls short. Working hard was Lorino. Ground level. It's forced away. We'll have a throw in. It's halfway around from right half forward flank and deep right full forward pocket for the Williams Cats. Can they manufacture a goal while the ball is in their forward line?
Well, as good as opportunities ever, Kev. There's the throw in. Sloyth. He's tackled, besat upon immediately. He's getting a lot of the football, and the Cats are right on him. And we've got a ball up just inside the 50 for the Williams side. Some 25 to 30 around from their goal face. The westerly breeze coming at them, and Keeley goes in. Sloyth likewise. Ball's in dispute at the moment. No one can get hold of the football. It's a real rugby scum, and an umpire blows his whistle. We've got a stoppage yet again.
Well, think about Cooker and Rural Services. Certainly sponsoring the second term.
Umpire will come in and restart it yet again as Ruckmans go again. So Keeley again. Cats may have won this down. It's ball jars free. Well done, Lorino. Hurried fresh airy towards the Banks direction. Petchel tackles him magnificently to ground. Didn't have a prior opportunity. Umpire's going to ball it up on the edge of the centre square. 18-point margin here in the second quarter of the grand final, and it's Katanning Wanderers that lead it.
It's certainly a high-pressured game. Rucks go to it once again. Banks was dominant. Riley Ford had got tackled, picked up by Stedman, got the kick away. Oh, that was Petchel, sent it forward. Coming wide at background level was picked up by Travis Justins. He goes wide. Cameron Smith, he made really good ground. Got under the ball. How's the kick forward? He's got a loose man out there in Logie. It's fisted away out there by Penny. Ground level Schultz. One way then the other. Tackled. And holding the ball, says the umpire. It was there. It was a great tackle. And coming up with the free kick out there was Quartermain. And that was Caleb Quartermain in the back line.
Caleb Quartermain, he goes up line looking for Sloyth, but I think Rowe is it that's marked it?
It is.
On the outer side of the grounds. They could have raffled it between the two. They had front posse and led at the football beautifully. So Rowe's got it at right half back.
Something going on.
There is, the umpires
Boundary
are
line,
waving their hands around in bits and pieces and chatter out there. We'll just pause that. No, Rowe will not get the free kick. It's going to be a throw-in. So it's out of play. I suspect what's going on. The boundary umpire's got the footy.
I don't know.
He's going to toss it back in play.
Yep.
So take two. Umpire must have been out on the full correct. Chance there for Petrel. Comes to Sloyd. Gets the stoppage. Magnificent play. Kicks to the chest of Stewart. That's Tim. Unmarked. Wants to go on with a stand-start kick towards the side of the centre circle. Well done there by quartermate Saunders. Goes back towards a teammate in Norwich. He's tackled. Well done by the Cats there on that occasion. Kick goes up in the air. It's a bouncing football. No one can take the footy. Eventually the Wanderers do. Norwich, he's tackled. Went into nobody's land. Lorino out wide. Good pressure there. Cade Stewart up and under towards half forward. No mark taken. Chance there for Cunningham for the Cats. Ball jars free. Nick Benitez is in the van. Banks likewise. Ball jars free. Hand pass out wide of the pack. Katanning with the weight of numbers. They look threatening at the moment, but the Cats in defence. Peneza, neck brought to ground. Still play on, says the umpire. The kick was partially smothered. Now gathered by Cade Stewart. He's dangerous. Hand pass to a teammate there, and Tim Stewart kicks towards left full forward. He'll look for Collard. He's in second position at the moment. He can't take the football. Good pressure there by player there, and Cable has gone over and out for a throw in a deep left full forward.
Oh, she's a pressure cooker out there, and that was fantastic football. And well done. Gee, they just kept at it, Katanning Wanderers. Every time
Perseverance.
Williams Cats looked like they were going to break free, the Wanderers just pinned them. And once again, desperation as the ball is thrown in. As the front of the pack, Peneza wins it down. Collard, well, he might have get pinged here for holding the ball.
Incorrect disposal.
Yep, didn't connect. And... well, a little bit of how to do, and Cable's going to come up with a free kick in defence.
It's important now the Cats don't concede another goal here because the game will get away. They need to defend at every opportunity, Kev, on this one.
Yeah, Cable comes out wide to the right half-back flank area. Good fly. Pearce, he's got a nice set of hands on him.
He's got some
it's
talent.
A good grab, Pearce. He's probably going to hug the boundary line. That would be the sensible kick. Medlin held in there, and a good mark taken by Longmire, the ruckman. Angus Longmire, the kick, not so long. Addison Dew flew high, knocked to ground level, back to Cameron Smith, one way then the other, back towards Peneza. His kick is brilliant as he goes forward, Noah Logie rakes it in one-handed, quickly to get it on. Petrel was there, took a little bit too long. Petrel's got a good grab on him usually, ground level, but was a great pick-up down there by Donaldson. It was Quinn Donaldson, one behind only. They needed a goal too on the Toolmart scoreboard. 4 goals for Katanning Wanderers, 1 goal 5 to the Williams Cats.
Yes, and Noah Logie just didn't have the presence of mind. He could have got it on a little bit quicker, but there was a teammate further down the field who could have ran into an open goal, but not to be. The Cats, it was a good passage against a very resolute defensive Wanderers. They're going to bring it back in play defensively. Leap stages of the second quarter. He'll put it straight to the path of Schloith. Bouncing football. It still goes through. A chance there for Penny at Tyrone at the outer side of the ground. Back to Schloith. He's got the footy. He's gone to ground and the boundary line beats all. He's run some 100 metres, I think, Hayden Sloth to track that footy and still couldn't come away with it. Outer side of the ground, it's 4-4 Wanderers. Cats are 1 goal 5 into the second term.
Okay, great game of football. Ball to be thrown in right half forward flank as it's going to go again. Andrew Pritchard.
Just shows the effect of that breeze. It went probably 100 metres before anybody really touched it. So great kick out.
Lightened off a bit.
Amazing. Ball thrown in right half forward flank. Jews wrapped up in a good solid tackle by Sloth. And they have a little bit of a chat while they're laying on the ground. Hayden says, you're doing a good job, Addison. Addison says, thanks. And they get up, right half forward flank. Rucks to set himself. Longmire was strong and good. Had the ball smothered though. Timmy Stewart took possession. And he's slammed into the ground by Simon Peneza. And Simon Peneza says, how are you doing, Tim? As he gets up off the ground. And we've got a bit of a whistle on play, just waiting for Tim Stewart's taking a bit of a knock on that one too. Just finding his breath again. They set themselves. Beautiful sunny day. Keeley in the ruck. One down by Longmire. Great work, Angus Longmire. Scooped it up. He got the kick away. He goes wide out towards Noah Logie. Left half back forward flank area. And Norris was good with a little hip and shoulder. Ball's rolled out of bounds. We'll have a throw in on the left half forward flank area for the Williams Cats.
Well, time ticking away, not long before half time, and the Cats would like to sneak one against the trend. It's 17 points as it stands at the moment. Ball jars free to the side of the back of Simon Peneza. Been busy in the first half. He's tackled, and once again we've got a stoppage on the outer side of the ground. The umpires are certainly earning their dollars this afternoon. Throw up after throw up and boundary throwing on the outer side of the ground. And Rucks go at it again. Keeley, beautifully done, takes it and gets the kick away, long up the line. It's gone over to the back of the pack. No one can take it. Banks is there. Well done by the Cats. Benizza again. Hand pass wide. And a chance now for Williams to bring the football out. He'll kick up the line towards, is it Dew? Goes to ground. He's got the footy. Needs to track it. Oh, the kick was ill-directed. It's 2-on-1. But the Cats again. Socket forward. May have been held without the football or caught with the footy. The kick goes up towards half-forward line. Oh, chance now there for Willie Rowe. He's dangerous. Sloyth goes in, it's 3-on-1, Cat player on the ground, and we've got a throw up inside the centre square.
Okay, Schultz just coming off the oval, looks like he might have done a shoulder.
Yeah.
Certainly grabbed it very bad looking, and he just had to get off very quickly. Centre half forward region for the Katanning Wanderers. Here in the second term, Keeley. Big presence in the ruck, ground level. Shanahan was excellent and great tackle as well. He got the kick away from behind. Justin's was a big fist on the ball. Norris was there, ground level. Logie as well. Norris did well. Knocked it forward, follows it back up, knocks it out in front of Quartermain. That was Toby. He got the long kick away. Riley Cunningham tried to rake it in. Saunders, he presses him, gets the kick away. Babick was there, couldn't take it. Lorino had the ball deflected, goes back in after. Sweeping hand pass to Sloyth, back to Kate Stewart. Stewart looks forward. Out comes Nick Panizza though. He says, this one's mine. He wraps it up. Hand pass to Donaldson. Donaldson goes long and no. Gee, Nicholson, good hip and shoulder. Play on's the call. Bellotti was good at ground level. Pierce over the top. Down to Morphese. He's tackled. It's gone out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. It's on the left half forward flank.
Free kick.
Free kick, is it?
The umpire's pointing. It's a Cat's free kick. I think he was bumped as he got the kick away, dumped into the ground or bumped. So there's a free kick. So not long before the half-time bell, and what a grand final it's been thus far. Katanning Wanderers making all most of their opportunities with the breeze in this second quarter. Unanswered goals. The kick goes up towards the Longmire direction. He couldn't take the mark. Keeley was his immediate opponent. Ball jars free. It's the bottom of the back, right in front of our broadcast position here at Matera Oval. Umpire says, give it to me. It's half-time of the 2023 Upper Grade Southern Grand Final. It's all set up with a 17-point advantage in the favour of the minor premier in Katanning Wanderers at half-time. They lead 4-4 to the Cats, 1-5. Goal kickers for the Wanderers, 2 apiece to Laurie Collard and Caleb Keeley, and for the Cats, the only goal kicker was Nathan Pearce. 17 points the margin here at half-time, and it's the Katanning Wanderers who lead it.
Well, what a fabulous game of football it was. What a great first half. And the Wanderers, well, it makes you think they're a little bit got control of the game. But the Williams Cats are just pushing all the time and going hard and putting the pressure on and giving themselves that opportunity to stick with the Katanning Wanderers. 17-point margin at half-time. Andrew Pritchard, it's a comfortable little lead for the Katanning Wanderers, but it's been a fair effort by the Cats.
Yeah, I think the turning point actually was that Williams started to get a bit of play around the stoppages because Keeley came onto the ball, and I actually think that that Banks has actually been the better ruckman. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after half-time. A few opportunities, both sides' defences are on top, and the game is highlighted by some great tackling that's occurred in the first half, but we've seen probably the goal of the day already. Collard's goal from the deep in the pocket with a screw punt was just amazing goal. That would be a winner in lots of other higher standard grades, I think.
Okay, some of your better players though, Andrew. While you're talking, for the
certainly going down the list. Certainly for Katanning, Mitchell Banks, as I mentioned, has rucked very well. Cade Stewart doesn't play a bad game, and one of the things you highlighted at one point was his smother in the forward pocket. He just throws himself at the ball.
Sensational.
His brother Tim has been very good. Hayden Sloyth has been involved in some really good plays. Saunders came into the play a bit during that quarter. We've mentioned already Laurie Collard and Caleb Keeley's efforts with goals they kick. James Loreno does a lot of the unfashionable stuff. He's not one of the, he's got very good skills, but he hasn't got sort of the look of some of the other players on the side. Travis Justins has been on top, I think, of Skinny Medland in defence when he can score. Both Rowe brothers have been involved. Ryan Pontillo's been pretty good. And Josh Penny did some good stuff when he came in. Tyrone Penny when he came on at half-time.
Okay, good stuff, Andrew Pritchard in comments. Cameron Spragg, well, it's half-time. it's a pretty terrific game of football. It's not pretty, but there are passages of some real excellent football.
There is, and the skills have come out. Like the senior players on both sides, obviously Katanning Wanderers with the Stewart boys and Sloythy, as we've talked about. When they get the football, their skills come about, and it's great to watch. It's great to call, but far too many stoppages, and obviously because the breeze is drying up the scoring of just 5 goals and a half of footy is far too low, especially between two of the top sides here of the competition. But let's hope the second quarter we get that run and carry, less stoppages, and hopefully get some goals on the board. The Cats, 17 points in arrears. They've got a bit of work to do, and just looking at that, Lewis Schultz was holding his right shoulder. He's definitely done his right shoulder. He won't be partaking part of the game for the rest of the game, so disappointing there. That's really the only injury that I've seen that's come out of it. But at half time, for our listeners here on a Sunday afternoon enjoying the Upper Great Southern Grand Final, it's Katanning Wanderers 4 goals 4, lead Williams 1 goal 5, and a terrific, we're going to talk about the crowd, terrific turnout, bright sunshine, beautiful weather, and it's great to see the last day of the football day on the calendar, the Upper Great Southern Grand Final, a good turnout here, guys.
Yeah, certainly is fantastic. Second term was brought to you by Cooker & Rural Services, of course, and you can contact them on 98646010 for all your chemical and agronomy plus fertiliser, animal health and general farm merchandise requirements. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m, and Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. to 12 noon. We thank them very much for their sponsorship. We want to also thank Peter Rundle, who brings this segment as well, and of course Peter doing a power of work throughout the region, the member of Roe. You can contact him at his office and make an appointment, 988 11 225. We will endeavour to catch up with Peter if he does indeed come up stairs here for a bit of a chat about what's happening across the board. Thanks, guys. Been wonderful sponsors on board today. We're going to take a quick break now. We'll come back if Peter Rundle indeed comes up. We'll get him on board. Otherwise, we're going to have a bit of a break and we'll come back. Well, speak of the devil, and the devil walks in as well. So while I'm chatting away, I think maybe Peter can get organised and put that on. So he does bring this segment to us, and it has been that fantastic first half of football, and the Katanning Wanderers, well, a small margin, but they are there, and 4 goals 4 and 28. It's a 1 goal 5. The Williams Cats are there on 11, so a 17-point ball game thus far. Peter Rundle, I was just talking about you, saying that you're busy, you're all over the countryside, a very busy man, there's a lot going on, and here you are, you pop in and say g'day. It's great to see you, Peter.
Thanks, Kev. Great to be here, and well done on your coverage today. Certainly great crowd here at Wagen, and as you say, there's a lot on at the moment. I was at the netball grand finals in Katanning yesterday, so great crowd there as well. But fantastic weather and a good match, actually. There's not a lot in it, to be honest.
No, it's been a really tough, hard, clenchy football, and the packs and everything else, and the boys are really putting in an effort, and the odd patches of a bit of beautiful long kicking, but overall pretty tough. But you'd be fairly happy, Peter. There's a 17-point margin in favour of the Wanderers. I imagine that you've got to be going for them.
Well, I did play a few undistinguished games for Wanderers back in the day, Kev, but so I guess certainly from my hometown perspective, and just good, I was just saying to Peter Christie, the president of South Fremantle, it's good to have all of our Katanning players back playing for Katanning rather than South Fremantle as well, Kev. So
yeah, well, gee, there's been some amazing footballers that have come out of Katanning as well, and it's great to see them out there today playing. Hayden Sloyth and Cade Stewart and co. Certainly put a fabulous effort in, and Andrew Pritchard's been in commentary with me this afternoon, and Andrew's been very excited, of course, about the Katanning Wanderers. Well, they're not there yet, though, Peter. We've still got a half to go, but everything else, how's everything else ticking along, Peter?
Well, we had a big week, of course, Kev, with the Newdigate Field Day, so 2 days out there and fairly cool on the first day, but that brought a lot of people inside to our Nationals tent, and good to catch up with a lot of people on some of the issues. I think live export is still probably the big one from my perspective that affects most of our constituents in most of our towns. And we've certainly got some other things happening also on a federal sense that we're slightly concerned about. But I'm looking forward to getting back to Parliament this week. I've got a motion on education as well, because as Andrew knows, being a former teacher, it's challenging to get our number of teachers out there, and now it's a lot of relief teachers and challenges with shortages coming out into the bush. So those sort of issues are what's worrying others, along with school buses, the bane of my life as well, Kev, for sure.
Yeah. Well, there is a bit of a centralist type situation that has been arising for a while now, hasn't it? In many ways, shapes and forms, and it really does affect country people.
Well, absolutely. I'm calling it the assault on the regions, and I think people are now starting to recognise it. And things like fishing, forestry, as I said, live sheep, marine parks. The list goes on. So, from my perspective, we'll stand up and be counted over the next couple of years on behalf of our regional constituents. But I must say, it is a great pleasure. I've got 4 different football leagues in my electorate.
Wow.
Esperance, Ongerup Football Association, and also good to see Kojonup have a win yesterday in their 100th year as well.
Yeah, underdogs too, I believe, Peter.
That's right. They apparently took it up in the last 30 or 40 seconds, got a goal there to actually bring it back to square, and then won in extra time. So Tuck Waldron gave me a phone call this morning. He was very excited, of course, being an old Kojonup player and coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to hear of Tuck as well. He's done a fantastic job as Tuck Waldron. So, Peter, what else is a bit of travel? You've still got some more grand finals to see as well, as far as football goes?
Well, probably more. There's a few in Perth coming up. Yep. Of course, the amateurs next weekend. I think Wesley Curtin and Trinity Aquinas. That's a big one there. The Waffle Grand Final I'll be going to. And this year I'm hopefully also going across to the AFL Grand Final.
Wow.
The Minister for Sport and Rec, David Templeman, and myself as Shadow Minister are both heading over there. So certainly looking forward to that. And after seeing a great few matches this weekend, I think it'll probably be a Brisbane-Collingwood final at this stage, but who knows?
Yeah, it still can pan out a little bit different, but it is looking that way a little bit. Peter, it's great to have you on board, and thanks for from Big K Football as well for sponsoring all season as you have done. You do have the office up there in Narrogin. If anybody wants to catch up with you, they can make an appointment by ringing that the number in Narrogin, which is 988 11 225. And thanks for finding a little bit of time and popping in and catching up with the Big K crew, and hope you enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
My pleasure, Kev. It is. It's one thing I do love is our country football, so it's a pleasure to be a sponsor. Well done to you and the team for your efforts during the year, and happy 60th birthday for the other week as well.
Yeah, gee whiz. We want to keep that one quiet, Peter. And also great, even nowadays, having the football live streams through the services that we've got, Peter, so that's great as well, and a lot of people not only listening in now, they can watch and everything.
Absolutely, I was just talking to Dixie Marshall, in fact, who's the mother of one of the Williams players, and she was telling me how it was great to have the live stream. So well done there.
Yeah, cheers, Peter. And that was Peter Rundle, of course, sponsoring Big K Football and doing a power of work for his electorate. And he's a member of Roe, and we thank him very much and wish him all the best going forward. So we might take a quick break up here now. Big K Football will be coming back very, very shortly with the third term on this fantastic grand final on this beautiful day. Katanning Wanderers are 4 goals 4-28, leading the Williams Cats 1 goal 5-11, a margin of 17 points. It's not over yet, and we've certainly got a great big last half to continue on. So back to the studios of 1422 Radio Great Southern. Oh. Yeah, thanks, Norm. Big K football, the Liberty Rural match of the day. It just happens to be the Upper Great Southern Football League 2023 Grand Final in downtown Wagen on the beautiful Sunday afternoon. The Katanning Wanderers, 4 goals, 4-28, leading the Williams Cats 1 goal, 5-11. A margin of 17 points in favour of the Katanning Wanderers. With me in commentary this afternoon, Cameron Spragg. Cameron, well, third quarter coming up. It's talking time. Well, the talking's done, I think, for the Williams Cats. We need some action.
They need some action and they need to kick goals. They've got the breeze in this third quarter. They need to utilise it to the best of their advantage because the Wanderers will have it in the fourth, obviously. So 17 points they can easily make up. They can kick goals quite quickly. This is the quarter they really need to play out of their skins because if they don't, the Katanning Wanderers kick at the other end, it's going to be all over before three-quarter time. But 17 points as we get ready for the final quarter of the 2023 Grand Final.
Okay, Wagen and District Stud Stock Breeders Association sponsoring Cantara White Suffolk and Dumbledee Pole Dorset inaugural on-property ram sale, Wednesday, September 13th. Contact Keith Ladyman on 0458 428 071. Okay, we're just about set. Andrew Pritchard in commentary as well. Special comments this afternoon as the siren sounds to begin the third term, the very important third term. Rucks go to it. Ground level, Sloyth. He's ripped up in a good solid tackle though. Holding the ball, says the umpire. Sloyth, he can't believe it. And the free kick goes to Shanahan. Shanahan, well, this is the start they wanted to get. Long down the forward line, fisted away by Justins. Over the top. Running in was Logie. Ground level, picked up by Pearce. Pearce snaps on goal. Yes. 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 Goal on the board to the Williams Cats. 2-mark scoreboard. 4 goals, 4 to the Wanderers. 2 goals, 5 to the Williams Cats, and a contender for the Sports Power Narrogin goal of the day, Cameron Spragg.
Well, if they ever wanted to start, it was a start like that. That goal has been kicked inside the first 28 seconds, and Nathan Pearce, I've got him down for 2 now, is that correct? I think it is. So 2 goals, they've started beautifully. Williams, straight out of the centre square, was a bit of a dubious free kick. Hayes, I thought he had no prior opportunity. He was pinged against, got the free kick, the kick went moving, and straight down towards Pearce. Ball back in the middle, and away we go for the third quarter once again. The Cats have full possession of the football. Here's an opportunity for them. Left half forward, well done there by Donaldson, up the line. Straight towards Logie. Logie's hand pass missed its target. Katanning Wanderers under a bit of pressure here. Oh, they're willing players. They're going inside. At least Sloyce there for Katanning. Good tackling there by Simon Panizza. We're going to ball up inside just outside the centre half forward line. So the Cats are going to the eastern end with the breeze. Umpire tosses it up Longmire. Banks may have got one over the shoulder. Chance now for Cade Stewart. Kicks it up towards the left centre wing. There's a bouncing football. Will it pitch in front of Saunders? Gets hold of the football and eventually goes up further afield. A chance for Rowe on the outer side of the ground. I suspect it is. A couple of bounces outer side. Kicks in towards the forward 50. Chest mark being taken beautifully by Tyrone Rowe. Well, great run and carry for the Cats. Set up by Stewart from the half back line. Got it out towards the wing. And Tyrone Rowe, wearing Guernsey number 20 on his back, has taken a chest mark. He'll shoot from about 15 to 20 out, left of centre on about a 45-degree angle, going against a westerly breeze in his face. So wait on Tyrone Rowe. Can they get the respondent goal here? Katanning Wanderers after Cats got one in the first half a minute. Drop punt from Rowe. Very close. It's a clap through. It's not a bad effort. No, it's missed. Just. Through from behind. Katanning Wanderers go to 4 goals, 5. The Cats are 2 goals, 5. It's 12-point the margin here in the third quarter of the grand final.
Andrew Pritchard.
I was about to say that was cracker-like for those who are old enough to see the rows went to each other, and it was a brilliant kick. I'm not sure that the angle he was put on was correct either. I thought he marked that in the square.
Okay, well, the kick went in, and I'll tell you what, it was James Lorino was excellent work down there to help create that ball to get down to the forward line for the opportunity. They just do it so well, Katanning Wanderers. There was 2 or 3 of them. One little shepherd and a little hand pass out. It was just fantastic. The ball's being kicked in.
Loretta, real honest play, does all the 1%ers for Lorena.
Absolutely.
Very, very important to Katanning.
Ball's thrown, kicked in at the far side. It's thrown in right centre wing for the Williams Cats. They're fighting over the ball. Banksy's got Simon Panizza wrapped up. Chucks him to the ground and says, "We'll do it all again," says the umpire. So umpire sets himself Sloyth and Peniza together, two great footballers. Rucks go to it. Longmire was good. Tyron Rowe, quick hands to Banks. Over the top to Sloyth. Great play, Katanning Wanderers. The kick is long and strong. Out in front of Keeley. Peniza's chasing him up, but the boundary line is just a little bit too quick. It's rolled out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. It's halfway between left half forward flank and deep left full forward pocket for the Katanning Wanderers. The ball to be thrown in.
It looks as though Keeley will do the ruck work up against Nick Peniza. Keeley wins it with the left mitch. Sloyth goes in, gets tackled immediately, wrapped up and brought to ground, and we've got a stalemate inside the 50 in the at the Arthur River end of the ground. The way in which Katanning Wanderers are kicking, it's a 12-point margin, and the minor premier are leading it at the moment on the scoreboard. The umpire tosses it up. Ruckman's jostled. Peniza again wins this one. Katanning Wanderers through away to traffic, a kick out of traffic, up towards the half-forward line. This is very dangerous for the Cats. Bouncing football towards the Donaldson direction. Through, well done, terrific work, taking over the ground. Was that intelligent by Cable? And it's gone over and out for a throw, and he had nowhere to go. The boundary line was his friend on that occasion.
Certainly was. Ball to be thrown in once again. Gee, it's just hard work out there. Wanderers, they're very active. Ball to be thrown in. Lorino's been fantastic. Ball's thrown in. Rucks go to it. No clear knock. Ground level. Simon Peniza, magnificent. A big torpedo as it goes long. Good body work. Comes to ground level. Brock Green was there. He's wrapped up in a good solid tackle as well by Petchel. And we'll have a ball up.
Sorry, been a good player, Jonty Petchel. As the game's got on,
he's been a good target.
And
he's been a great target.
He's got a...
Rucks go to it. Petchel in the ruck. Wins it. No, misses it. Went for a swipe. Lorino went through. He's going to get a free kick, surely. Play on's the call. Potts out the back. Picked up by Cameron Smith. Out of the pack. Big long kick. Jared Medlin racing back. How's the bounce? How's the boundary line? Well, the boundary line's the winner once again. It's rolled out of bounds on the deep right full forward pocket region for the Williams Cats. They just need a break or two down there. I'd love them to just keep pace with the Katanning Wanderers. And the ball to be thrown in. Deep right full forward pocket.
Deep right forward pocket in the right spot for the Cats here to goal scoring opportunity. Justins flicks it to Sloyth by hand. He goes over back to Justins, the old 1-2. Left foot kick towards the outer side of the ground. No mark taken. Oh, what's happened here? The umpire's picked out a free kick. It's gone out of bounds. Very hard to tell up here, and the line's so close to the patronage over there. We've got a throw in to take place. It's 4-5 to 2-5. It's 12-point margin here. And it's the Katanning Wanderers who lead it.
Ball to be thrown in, right half forward flank. Rucks to set themselves. Longmire worked his way to the front, won it down. Cade Stewart over the top of the ball. And that was Sloyth. A hand pass came out. Bit of a tackle on Longmire. Tyron Rowe, no, it was Sloyth. Quick hand pass to Willie Rowe. Through some good evasive skills. He gets the hand pass back to Sloyth. Went forward. Laurie Collard's down the field. It's off his leg out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. It's just moved forward of left centre wing for the Katanning Wanderers now, or maybe practically right on left centre wing for the Katanning Wanderers, the far side of the oval. Ball to be thrown in. Banks was good, brought it behind, coming through was a great bit of work by Shanahan to centre half forward. How was the kick? Almost sticky, ground level. Addison Dew, magnificent hand pass over the top to inboard. Coming out was Jared Medlin, couldn't quite get hold of it. Tackled, dispossessed, ground level. Plenty of Katanning Wanderers defenders down there. It's shoved out. Stedman chops it off. Over the top of him was Tyron Rowe, and the umpire blows the whistle. We'll have a ball up some 35 metres out from the Williams Cats goal.
Well, the Cats, when they go forward, look threatening, and it just stops at the forward line. In the full forward line, the defence by Katanning has been somewhat very good. Umpire restarts it again. Ball's in dispute. It's drifted very close to the boundary line. Chance outside the hand pass there by Lorino. Gives it further afield. Goes out towards the wing position. Sloyth's gathered. He's tackled as he got rid of the hand pass. Now kept in play. It's still in play. Laurie Collard beats the football. He can't meet it. Chance at ground level for the Cats there, and Bellotti still can't get it. It's been hacked off the ground. Mark been taken by Katanning Wanderers. Yep, goes up the line, but it's a Cat player that's marked the football. Ill-directed on that occasion, and Nick Peniza will come up with it on the right half back position here at Matera Oval. He'll look to go inboard. It's pretty intelligent. Kicks to an unmarked Morphese. Back edge of the centre circle takes the mark for the Cats. He'll look forward. He wants to go back towards the square position, taken by Donaldson. He's been lively. He'll kick out wide. Finds a teammate there in Donaldson. That's Quinn. Goes up the line towards inside the 50, looking for Longmire. Can't take the mark. Good mark taken there by Katanning in Pontillo.
Ryan Pontillo, the ever reliable Ryan Pontillo, deep in defence. Nice set of hands, good mark. He's going to go to the safety out the other side. The kick over the top. It's shanked by Quinn Donaldson. His little kick went forward. Petchel went past Jared Medlin. Swings the hand pass out to Longmire. Longmire from the impossible position. He went bang. He's kicked it behind for the Williams Cats on the Toolmart scoreboard. 4 goals 5 to the Katanning Wanderers. 2 goals 6 to the Williams Cats here in the third term. Brought to you by Wagen and District Studstock Breeders Association, Kantara, White Suffolk and Dumbledy, Pole Dorset. Inaugural on-property ram sale Wednesday, September the 13th. Contact Keith Ladyman. You know where Keith is.
He goes long with a thumping 55-metre kick to the outer side, but it's all Cats back there. They send it back inside the forward 50. He'll look for Shanahan, who can't take the footy. Regathers, hand pass out wide towards the boundary line. Good intended target was Stedman. He's wrapped up and brought over for a throw-in at right half forward, or in between right full forward and right half forward for the Cats, some 30 metres around from that attacking goal. At the eastern end, umpire boundary spins it back in play. Chance at ground level for the Cats in again. Good tackle there by Katanning's Tyrone Rowe. High tackle, says the umpire, free kick. Yep, Arthur, you spotted it.
Quinn Donaldson it is.
Yep. So Quinn Donaldson will be the recipient for a high tackle. The umpire right on that one. So we're in Guernsey number 2. Lively player, talented player. We'll have a set shot here. He's got a very, very long run up. He'll kick from about 35 to 40. Slight of right centre. And this is an important kick. And the Cats need to convert in the context of the game. There goes the drop punt. It's high. He leans back on the kick. It's clapped through. It is straight as an arrow. The Cats have got goal number 3 in the third quarter. 3 goals 6. Katanning Wanderers are 4 goals 5. That's Quinn Donaldson's first goal of the afternoon.
Absolutely fantastic football, and well done to the Cats. They've just kept at it. Quinn Donaldson, Andrew Pritchard in commentary, he is actually a very, very good little footballer.
Absolutely. Certainly both brothers have been good footballers through the season. Interesting to see again, chances would have put Rowe misses one from almost the square about 5 minutes ago, and 2 goals since by Williams makes a big difference.
Well, it certainly does. Well, the Williams Cats, this third term, they're playing a pretty good brand of football. They're trying hard. In comes Longmire. No clear knockout by the ruckman. Ground level. Great work. Flicks out towards Simon Pineza. He gets his boot into the ball. His right foot goes long, but gee, Pontillo. Ryan Pontillo, that is a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day. His kick is excellent. He finds James Lorino on the left half back flank. Lorino's covered a lot of country. His kick's probably let him down a little bit. Mark wasn't taken though by the Cats. Went to ground level. Comes to Willie Rowe. Quick hands. Back to James Lorino. Great running. He goes with a long kick. Goes out wide to Tim Stewart. A lucky bounce. A good bounce. Drills it forward. Collard shoving the back. Play on's the call. Back of the pack. Sloth was in there. Great work. Gets the hand pass out to Laurie Collard. Over the top to Tim Stewart. Great kick into the corridor. Great play, Katanning Wanderers. And Tim Stewart lining up for team goal number 5 for the Katanning Wanderers, Andrew Pritchard. That was just great work by the Katanning Wanderers.
Really in close hand passing. Loreno involved a couple of times, and a very clever kick back into the middle to Tim Stewart to see how good he is from about 30 metres out.
Tim Stewart over the ball. He's just broke through the 50-metre barrier and just drops into a little trot. And he lines up those goals and drives the long kick in. Oh, goal umpire goes hard right. So it's one behind. Toolmart scoreboard. 4 goals 6 to the Katanning Wanderers. They are leading the Williams Cats. 3 goals, a 6-point margin, I think. And
he kicks out wide. Oh, that's a very good mark taken by Quinn Donaldson. That's a contender for the mark of the day, Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day. That was very good in a one-on-one. The little fella marks, stand-start kick to the broadcast wing. Oh, chest mark taken there by Logie. That's Noah has taken the mark. So an opportunity for the Cats to repel out of defence. Oh, that's a terrific, well-weighted kick. No mark taken there by Smith. Gathers the foot. He's got harassed from behind by Rowe. Ball jars free towards the right full forward pocket. Back goes Smith. Rowe picked up by Smith. Here's a chance for the Cats. Left foot kick, shoots on goal, straight across the face. So Wanderers with defensive numbers here. Good pressure from behind. The Cats, Jared Medlin trying to fox the footy. It's been socked further up the ground. Terrific work there by Shanahan. Hand pass been received. Long by. Umpire's whistle's gone. Free kick to the Cats. I think it was disposed upon and illegitimately, and the free kick is going to be taken by Kyle Shanahan at left half forward right on the boundary, some 70 metres away from the goal. But they're about to go forward, and they're looking very, very threatening at the moment, Williams. So we'll wait on this kick from Kyle Shanahan. It's a crowded forward line, off 3 or 4 steps. He puts it up towards the 50. It's a very good mark taken. Magnificent contempt of the mark of the day. Couch has taken on the second bite of the cherry, has taken it. That's another contender. The marking here in the grand final has been outstanding.
It really has, and it just he miskicked it, and it just
fell short.
At a very fast rate as well. And Coucher was quick on his feet, and he just jumped around the player and took a great mark.
So 45 degrees off centre. Michael Coucher, who'll kick from about 35 to 40 metres out, maybe a little bit further. Moves in. There goes the drop punt, very close to the man on the mark. Gun barrel straight. The Cats have put it through for full points. It's all tied up at Matera Oval in the 2023 grand final. 4 goals, 6 apiece. That's Couch's first goal. What a great game of footy, gents.
Oh, absolutely. Andrew Pritchard in commentary, and scores a level, Andrew.
Yeah, and certainly one thing that's been noticeable is that Williams are winning in the air. Some of their marks, there was a mark on the half-back line to Donaldson, and then he kicked down the line, and of course the free kick that then eventuated the ball going into the forward line with a floaty sort of kick, but you've got to watch the play and you've got to be aware of what mark you can take, and it was a very good mark and a good goal to couch it.
Certainly was. Wagering District Stud Stock Breeders Association. Don't forget the sale on Wednesday, the 13th of September. We'll get back to that shortly. Rucks go to at ground level. Williams again, maybe Shanahan left it behind.
Oh.
Great pressure by Cade Stewart though. Big tackle, Sloyth. Beautiful work by Sloyth. Laid it out as the kick now comes. It was from Stewart, I think. Went forward to right half, forward flank, back of the pack. Working hard was Panizza. He was shoved out of the way. Goes back in after the ball. Big Gale Shirley was there. And a free kick will go the way of Babick at ground level. Goes with the kick forward to Stedman. He's with the ball. Little pass forward. It's good. Finds Addison Dew. Dew looks inboard. Smith providing plenty of run out of defence. How's the kick? It's in front of him. Charges through 50. Hand passes. Play on's the call. It ends up down there with Addison Dew. Bang on goal. One behind only. The Cats hit the front toolmark scoreboard. 4 goals, 7 to the Williams Cats. 4 goals, 6 to the Katanning Wanderers. What a game of football.
Indeed it is. Outer side of the ground taken there by Willie Rowe. He's been a good player for Katanning this afternoon. He kicks out wide towards the boundary. It's off hands. Throw in. Outer side of the ground. 1 point ball game in term number 3 in the grand final. And the Cats are surging with the breeze at the eastern end of Matera Oval. Wanderers will have it in the final. It's going to be a terrific final quarter coming up. Ball thrown and taken there by a player there in Stedman. He's tackled. Ball goes free. Packers form. Throw up. Edge of the centre square. Wow, what a quarter. We didn't really predict this. We thought the Wanderers perhaps may have, with their class, could have gone on with it. But Williams are resolute, resilient, and pretty gutsy on this occasion. They take away the football. Work by Simon Panizza. Round the body towards the half-forward section. No one can take it. It's thrown, come off hands, boundary throw in. And we've got a ball up just inside the 50. 4-6 to 4-7. It's Williams who lead it midway through the third quarter.
Okay, the Ramsdale Keith Ladymans, the contact 0458428071. Get in touch with Keith. Of course, ball's been thrown in and there's a bit of a struggle going on. We're going to do it again. Of course, that was the Wagering District Stud Stock Breeders Association, Kantara, White Suffolk, and Double D Pole Dorset inaugural on-property ram sale. It is at Keith Ladymans. Rucks go to it. One down by Medlin. Goes wide. Sloyth charges in. Well, he's going to get pinged here because he came in head high, and the free kick will go to Shanahan, who's been pretty good in these pack situations. Kyle Shanahan into the corridor. Coucher was there. Ground level. Pearce tried to rake it in. Goes forward to Petchel. Popped it out wide. Trying to get through the heavy traffic. Great work, Travis Justins. Hand pass went forward. Also at ground level, Stewart was there, pushed it forward, Medlin joins in. He's got him pinned. Looking at the umpire. Umpire lets it go. Great work. James Lorino on his boot, sent it forward. Hands up there with Laurie Collard. Got the kick away. Open territory. Getting back with Nick Penizer. He's collared in a tackle. Pulled down. No prior opportunity. And the umpire blows the whistle. We'll have a ball up at centre half forward for the Katanning Wanderers.
We're riding every bump here. It's all happening. Big K take a spell. There's no one inside the forward 50 for Katanning. They all run back as the kick went forward and it got bowled up. Chance at ground level. Rosa chance. That's Willie on the outer side of the round. Kicks up towards the wing position. No one can take the football. Sloyce in the van there. Eventually the Cats come away with this. Hand pass now being received by Shanahan. Gives it across to a teammate. Kick goes towards half-forward. No one home, but it'll fall back to the back of the pack. Petrel was the target. Katanning Wanderers do well in traffic. That's good work there by Green. Kicks out wide towards the wing position. It's a 2-on-1. Sloyth can gather the football. The hand pass now being received. Rowe is kicked the line towards the half-forward. Goal scoring opportunity. Back of the pack for the Cats there is Donaldson. Gathers the football. Needs some help. Ball jars free. Pity arrives for the Wanderers side. Cats can wade away with the numbers and Donaldson takes it away.
Oh, great kick as he goes forward and finds Cameron on the right half-back flank. And Cameron's been offering plenty of drive out of defence. The kick might have let him down. Lorino's pops it out to Nicholson. Goes back doors to Tyron Rowe. Tyron Rowe's kick is long to Stewart. Couldn't reach it. Out comes Keeley. Bang! Down goes the player. And high. Holding the ball, says the umpire.
That was high. The umpire missed that.
Well, he was in the wrong position. He's blinded by it a bit as well. So coming up is Morfess with the free kick for the Williams Cats. Morfess goes with the high kick. And Saunders underneath. A big fly by Petrel. Comes to ground level. Knocked forward. Hand pass by Simon Penizer was incredible. Over the top to Logie. He can't quite take it with him. Was Coucher. Tied up and Cade Stewart comes in. Bangs on the heavy tackle. And it's tied up. It's on left. Centre wing. For the Williams Cats.
Very unhappy Katanning bench after that decision that was missed there. The umpire was blindsided. Ball restarts again. That may have been high too to Nicholson. Umpire cannot see it. And we're going to throw up right in front of the Katanning bench.
Again.
They're not happy. They're not happy. So we've got a throw up to take place. It's 4-6 to 4-7. It's Williams who lead it at the moment. Shanahan in the van. He's been lively. He goes to ground. Pitty's there for Katanning Wanderers. How will the umpire see it? He says, give it to me. And we've got another stoppage. I've just about lost count of how many stoppages there have been in this game. There's been plenty. Great grand final. Hope you're enjoying this football. That may have been an infringement. No whistle. Play on, says the umpire. Shanahan again. Back pedals out of traffic. Engages reverse gear. Then gets tackled. Umpire's picked out a free kick. It's gone for holding the ball. Eventually the umpire's made up his mind and Cade Stewart will take the kick. Will send Katanning Wanderers up towards the attacking 50. Big called to play on. Goes on that trusty left. Long kick in towards the forward 50. A pack of 5 men up. Cats can bring it away. Kick goes up the line. It'll fall short to the chest of Shanahan. Outstanding third quarter by this chap. Been brilliant across half-back. He'll look for some flow. This is where Williams get their run. Kick on the outer side of the ground. Here's a chance for them. I think it might be player there in Donaldson. That's Alex up the line. Justin takes a saving mark for Katanning.
Just always in the right position, isn't he? Kick forward to Tyron Rowe was good. He's just on the left half-back flank area for the Katanning Wanderers. Here in the third term, cracking game of football. 1 point advantage to the Williams Cats. And the lead by Willie Rowe was excellent.
He's been very good today.
And the kick was fantastic. It's found him. He's on the left centre wing for the Katanning Wanderers. As he just takes his time, he's going to go short with the kick.
Oops.
It's ugly. Oh, my goodness. And Simon Penizer is in the way, and he marks the ball. He's on right centre wing. A turnover. Maybe an opportunity for the Williams Cats. They are 1 point in front. Here in the third term, Simon Penizer is going to try and make rain. It's a high kick, pack falls, bit of shoving. A mark's taken down there.
That's a contender.
It's a Rottweiler.
Yep.
The ruckman, a big contender for the Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day. Goes long, big fly, and it's a go, and a push. And a free kick goes the way of the Katanning Wanderers to Brock Green in defence.
You just don't know which way the arms are going to go with the umpire. It's a lucky dip at the moment. Outer side of the ground, Katanning Wanderers under siege in defence. They clear with the hand pass towards the outer side of the ground. He'll look for Rose, been very good. Hand pass further afield towards a teammate. About to be tackled, brought to ground. How are the umpire lead this? He's gone for all money. He's gone for holding the ball. Cat's tackling's been outstanding. Free kick to be taken. It's Morpheus, I think it is. It is.
Oh, it is, yeah.
So Morpheus at right wing. They're going to the eastern end of the ground. Williams, long thumping 50-metre drop punt towards centre half forward. It's missed all and sundry. Ball at the bottom of the pack. Chance at ground level for Katanning there in Quartermain. He can't take the football. How the umpire deemed this? It's a stoppage at right half forward for Williams.
4-7 to the Williams Cats. 4-6 to the Katanning Wanderers here in the third term. And they're just up and down the oval, these two teams. Rucks go to it. Great work. Pontillo won it, just slapped it straight out of bounds. We'll have a throw in once again. It's just forward of the right half forward flank for the Williams Cats here in the third term. As the ball set once again. Pontillo and the ruck from behind. Stedman took it with him. Ooh. Just didn't quite rake it
held
in.
Without it.
And he's held without it. He's going to come up with a free kick. Stedman.
Well, hang on, he's not. Hang on,
one umpire's calling it back.
And the umpire set the mark. It's going to come back. It wasn't paid a goal. And one umpire said play on, didn't they? Or?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so
there was no advantage the controlling umpire's deemed. So it's going to come back.
Okay, so it comes back and Stedman's going to take his free kick. And he's just on that 65-metre mark from home. Looks forward, not too much activity, plenty of Wanderers players filling the hole. Kick goes long, pack forms, they fly off. Hands Brock Green was good, couldn't quite take it. Petchel, bottom of the pack, it flicks out towards the boundary line. Bellotti was there, he was tackled, shoved over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in, deep right full forward pocket region for the Williams Cats, Andrew Pritchard.
Yes, certainly the defence has been very strong for Williams. They've managed to quite a number of times switch the play to the far wing, and interesting to see that Rowe has come off.
Here's a chance for the Cats. Long wide, shoots it towards the square. Mark's been taken. Pounds the call. Medlin slams it through for full points. Magnificent by the veteran. He's taken the mark, had the presence of mind to run into an open goal, and the Cats now have got a 7-point lead. Third quarter action of the grand final. Williams go to 5-7. Wanderers a 4-6, and it was good stoppage work by Longmore out of traffic. Kick came in, and Medlin marked straight in for an open goal.
Oh, great work by Addison Dew. Like he's sharp on the ground. It come in and he took full advantage of it. Got it on his boot, got it forward. But Medlin, he's a veteran, we know, and but he's just such a great footballer, has been. And in that classic example, right there and then, he manufactures a goal in the goal square for the Williams Cats and gives them that 7-point margin. So back to the centre. And the Williams Cats, well, we said they needed a big third term, and they've certainly provided that. They've done an excellent job here. Wanderers have been great as well. So Rucks go to it. No clear knockout anywhere. Went to ground level. Stedman ran onto it. He's pops the hand pass out. Goes forward. It was Shanahan. He laid it back off. Kick goes long into the forward line. The Williams Cats, Medlin nearly marks. Ground level. Goes back in after the ball. Shoves it out. Great work in defence though. Quartermain gets holding the ball. Gee whiz. Great tackling. And Bellotti has come up with a free kick. And that is also a contender for the all-good refund depot waging tackle of the day. We've seen a few, mind you, and this is another goal-scoring opportunity for the Williams Cats. They could be going towards a 13-point lead here if he can kick the goal.
You can see the breeze on his Guernsey. It's quite gusty from the westerly wind. Here's a chance for him. Chance now for Bellotti. We're closing it on three-quarter time. Shoots a goal at the eastern end. It's fading and fading to the right. Whew, let off for the Wanderers. Katanning a 4-6. Williams a 5-8. Just seconds left of this third quarter. And we're waiting on the ball to be brought back into play. And Pontillo, who's been very busy in this third quarter down there, it's come in quite quickly and quite often, has got the kick-in duty. So we're closing on three-quarter time. Katanning just need to steady this and just defensively work their way out. The kick out of defensive 50. There's the siren. It's three-quarter time. Great quarter by the Williams Cats in that third quarter. They have kicked 4 goals to zip. in that third quarter. 4 goals at lead it at three-quarter time at the final change of the 2023 season. It's Williams 5-8 leading Katanning Wanderers 4 goals 6. The goal kickers for the Cats, 2 to Nathan Pearce, singles to Quinn Donaldson, Gerard Medlin, Michael Coucher, and for Katanning Wanderers 2 to Laurie Collard, 2 to Caleb Keeley. 5-8 to 4-6. We're set up for a magnificent finish to the grand final, Kev.
Gee, what a fantastic third term, and good on the Williams Cats. They were staring down the barrel, I thought, at half-time. They really needed to come out in this third term and do something, and they did that. They lifted a notch. A couple of players, Shanahan was one of them, suddenly got the ball around the packs, lifted their work rating, and got up there and certainly give themselves an opportunity to be a major player winner of this grand final.
Yep.
Coming up for the last quarter. In commentary this afternoon as well is Andrew Pritchard, and Andrew, just wanted to touch on you. Katanning Wanderers, I mean, they still played pretty well, but I just think the Williams Cats lifted the notch.
Yeah, and I think they probably put a bit of a lock on Sloth and Stewart, but they certainly moved the ball. We saw Monfils and Cunningham sort of the ball coming across the half-back line and then moving it down the ground. Interestingly, he came off during that quarter, of course, was Willie Rose. So it looked as though he had cramp. He's back in the group, of course, at three-quarter time. But if he was not able to continue in the last quarter, it would be a bit of a loss. So, yes, interesting last quarter. This has certainly been the scoring end. I think there's only been one goal that's been scored to the top end of the ground. So, but of course, the old adage about you get the breeze twice before the opposition does.
Yep.
And each side is tiring, of course.
Yep.
Just in that quarter, 7 scoring shots to 2 in favour of the Cats. That's where the damage, and they've found the major opening. So that third quarter has set them up. Can they continue on with it? Have they got enough petrol in the tank? Or Katanning Wanderers, as Arthur mentioned, they have the breeze and have got the opportunity and the advantage to peg back this and perhaps win a grand final. But it's all before us, gentlemen. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, certainly am. And just some of your better players as well. I just wanted to make mention, I thought Cameron Smith off that halfback flank had an excellent third term. Him and Kyle Shanahan, who had been not so noticeable before, suddenly lifted their rating and really put a huge effort in. But Cameron, you might want to go through and just check out a couple of more of the better players.
Yeah, Quinn Donaldson was outstanding. As you said, Shanahan, as the game's got on, the better he's got. And that third quarter in particular, I think he was close to best on ground. He got a lot of the football and set up many of the running opportunities across the centre square for the Cats. Gerard Medlin, a presence, kicked a goal, magnificent goal, not long before the bell went. He's experienced and understands what's going on up there, and of course a focal point as well. So Donaldson's been okay. Babick in defence. Cameron Smith is Kev mentioned, was very good. Simon Panizza, always busy, very, very good. Jonty Petchell, a little bit quieter in that quarter. His second quarter was very, very good. Longmire on the ruck, and of course Nick Panizza in defence. Of course Pearce and Coucher up forward. So I think collectively the Cats will have done well. Coach Teak Vernon, of course, he is a premiership player with the Cats. He's won multiple flags when he used to come across from Collie and play for Williams. He's coaching the side, and he'd be very, very happy at three-quarter time with the Williams Cats and how they responded in that third quarter.
Yeah, certainly dead right. Cameron Sprague in commentary this afternoon. Andrew Pritchard, something to say?
And certainly I think in that quarter, if it wasn't for Travis Justins and Ryan Pontillo with a few timely marks in defence, it certainly would have been a larger target, I think, to chase. So, yes, it's all before both sides with 1 quarter to go.
Okay, we want to thank Wagen and District Stud Stock Breeders Association, Cantara, Whites, Suffolk and Dumbledee, Pole, Dorset, inaugural on-property ram sale Wednesday, September the 13th. Contact Keith Ladyman on 0458428071. Thank you very much, Keith. We're coming up to the last quarter very, very shortly. Want to also talk about very soon, we've got Price's Fabrication and Steel, the Man of the Match Award. Of course, they got that beautiful big business premises down there on Albany Highway on the corner of Narrogin Road, and they sell Australian-made steel, and they build sheds all over the Great Southern region. You can give them a call on 98309414 and catch up with them if you're in the shed market. This little talk was brought to you by Peter Rundle, MLA, of course, and you can get in touch with Peter at Narrogin, phone 988 11 225. Last quarter coming up, gentlemen, and it is the Joe Fanchi Real Estate, sponsoring for all your real estate needs, buying, selling or renting. Call Matt Spur and team on 0406 913 243. We'll touch on them as we go. Big crowd disperses off the oval here at Wagen. It is the 2023 Grand Final, Upper Great Southern Football. Last quarter coming up. It's the Williams Cats after a magnificent fight back in the third term, leading by 8 points. 5 goals, 8 to the Williams Cats, 4 goals, 6 to the Katanning Wanderers as they set themselves. Cameron Spragg in commentary.
Yep, looking forward to it. We're about to get underway for the fourth quarter action here. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a terrific quarter. It's the Cats by 8 points at the last change of the 2023 Grand Final. The umpires are in position and the players are in position. The patrons are off the ground. And we're just about ready for a start for this final quarter. Katanning Wanderers have got the breeze. The umpire holds the ball off, and away we go for this final quarter. Umpire tosses it up. One down there by the Cats, along on that occasion, through traffic. Well done by Shanahan. He's very busy. He's a slippery customer. Shrugged 3 tackles, eventually got rid of the football, and a big pack is forming. He is in an under player, and we've got a ball up alongside the centre circle. Hayden Sloyth alongside of it, and also Banks in the ruck for the Wanderers side. Lorino likewise lining up there on Shanahan. In goes Longmire, tackled there by Banks. He got the hand pass out, been called holding the ball. That's interesting. And Banks will come up with a free kick on the back edge of the centre circles. He's about to send Katanning Wanderers up towards the forward 50. So Mitchell Banks, long drop, punt towards centre half order player, Katanning player, lost his footing. Chance at ground level, Tim Stewart through the pocket, hand passes to Rowe, kicks towards full forward. He's put it through for full points. I think that was William Rowe. Magnificent goal. And it's back to a 2-point margin. It's Tyrone Rowe who's slammed it through for 4 points. Set up by Tim Stewart. Magnificent hand pass. So Wanderers go to 5-6. They trail the Cats 5 goals, 8. Just what the doctor ordered, Kev, for the Katanning Wanderers.
Absolutely, and that was fantastic play by the Katanning Wanderers. Andrew, you'd be pretty happy with that as well, and that's the response that you want from
Interesting, the third quarter, Pearce got a really early goal, and it's certainly handy to get an early goal. It breathes life into the players, and confidence can grow with that.
Certainly can. Back to the centre we go once again. Longmire, Banks, no, pretty even. Ground level, Kate Stewart, excellent. On his boot very quickly. Charges out. Coming out was Coucher, was it? Or might have been Babic. Got the little hand pass forward to Bellotti. Was good. Goes long mark, almost taken by Logie. It's fisted away by Brock Green. Out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. It's on the right half forward flank for the Williams Cats. Here in the last term, a 2-point ball game in favour of the Cats. Ball to be thrown in. Rucks to set themselves, and it was great work by Longmire. Got the kick forward, tumbled it forward. Coucher was there, bulldozed out of the way. Ground level, Frasina was working hard for the Katanning Wanderers. Umpire lets it go. This time he blows the whistle. Says, "Come on, boys, we'll have a ball up," and we're sitting just about 45 metres out from the Williams Cats goal.
Waiting on the ball to toss the play up. It's inside 50 for the Cats against the breeze at the Arthur River end of the ground. Chance at gravel for Stewart. It goes to Sloyth. Sloyth with a hurry kick towards the broadcast position. Unfavourable bounce there for Rowe. That's Tyrone. Platt goes Babic once again. Tracks it towards the line. We've got a throw in right in front of the Katanning Wanderers race on the broadcast side. It's where Williams are doing the damage. It's their quick handball out of congestion to get that run on. I've noticed time and time again that's where the Cats are doing the damage on the Wanderers. It's the quick handball. Well done. Taken there beautifully by Quartermain. Up the line. Play on to the call. Mark being taken there by Morpheus. And we've got a ball up to take place on the edge of the centre square.
Certainly is, as Rucks set themselves once again, slowly just working Katanning's way. Rucks go to it, Banks was good. Put his boot into the ball, sent it forward, great. Tim Stewart was a great pickup, down to Lorino. He drives it long, Collard comes out, almost stuck, went to ground level. They're desperate down there, Panizza spits out the back, getting back deep was Babic. He went towards the goals and forced it through. It was one behind only Tulmart scoreboard, 5 goals, 7 to the Katanning Wanderers. And we're back to a 1-point ball game.
Yes. Well done by Babic in defence. Has forced it through for behind. So the ball to be brought back in again. Pierce, I think it is. The drop, beg your pardon, goes up the line towards the line. Lorino's been everywhere today. He's gathering the pill. Banks. Back it goes to a stand-start kick by Quartermain. Up the line. It's dangerous times for the Cats. Ball jar's free. Hand pass there by Morfease. Goes up the line. Collard goes in. He tackles a Cats player. Brought to ground. Was it legal, says the umpire. He said it is. We've got a ball up in front of the Katanning goal.
Dangerous times. Dangerous times.
They have to be clean. They have to be clean the Cats out of this defensive play.
Okay, well, it's only 5 metres out from the Wanderers' goal. Rucks go to it. Keeley took possession. Oh, he lost it, though. Kicked it out of bounds on the full. The idea was there. The execution was poor and probably didn't have a lot of time and a bit of pressure on him as well, the big man. Started out well. Just been a little bit hard to notice after that, but he's working pretty hard, Caleb Keeley. So the ball to become back in, and Alex Donaldson with the kick. It's a bit of a sideways punt, and that's a sticky mark, a good mark to Kate Stewart. Gee, he's got strong, sticky hands, hasn't he? And a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day, and he's got a magnificent kick on him as well. In he comes, only a few steps. He's going to go long. Well, seen Collard out there. Was it fisted away? It's knocked to ground level once again. It's desperate. It's picked up by Smith. And a free kick's been picked out. It's going to go the way of the Katanning Wanderers to Reece Nicholson. And he must have been grabbed without the ball because he was like 5 or 10 metres off the play. And Reece Nicholson, well, he's played league for quite a few years now for Katanning Wanderers. I was going to say he's a young player, but maybe he's not so young anymore. And he comes with a kick. Gee. Goal, umpire doesn't move. Goal on the board for the Katanning Wanderers. And they hit the front by 5 points. Toolmart scoreboard. It's 6-7 to the Katanning Wanderers. 5-8 to the Williams Cats. 5-point ball game. Cameron Sprague.
That was a great kick on a tight angle. That you won't see anything better this afternoon. That was terrific. So well done by, was it Nicholson, wasn't it? Reece Nicholson, who's put it through for his first of the afternoon. And all of a sudden, the Katanning Wanderers side have hit the front. So game on, gentlemen. You can't even pick a winner at this stage. They're both so evenly poised. Lead change has gone both ways a couple of times. Katanning Wanderers with their second quarter dominated, the Cats in the third, and we're on an even playing field at the moment between these two sides. 1 and 3, how they finished in the home and away season. Ball back in the middle, and it's going to be Mitch Banks up against Longmire. He's been a terrific. Longmire went too early, but won it down nonetheless. Hand pass received there by Sloyth. Sloyth goes back towards Banks through traffic. Hurry kick to the outer side of the ground. And it's been taken there by Nicholson. He gave it to Sloyth. Sloyth drop punt inside 50. Dangerous times for the Cats. Panizza, he's there. Tackles a Wanderers player. Brought to ground. How will the umpire bleed? He's gone for the ball. Oh dear. So the Cats will come up with it. Nick Panizza deep at left full back.
Okay, Panizza, there was a fantastic tackle, a contender for the All Good Refund Depot wage, and tackle of the day. Kick goes forward. Longmire was there. Gee, brought the Reece Nicholson, who's just having a little hot period here at the moment, and he was tackled without the ball on that occasion. He's going to come up with a free kick and send the ball back to the Wanderers forward line. Keeley, long lead in between two players in front. Alex Donaldson.
Well done.
A great mark. We've seen some fantastic marks taken today. Donaldson goes with a short kick forward. He's turned it over straight to James Lorino, who happened to be in the best position. And James Lorino will kick from maybe just inside 50, maybe just outside 50. Tight angle, goes with the spearing kick. Out comes Keeley, and this time he's been found. His big chest, they've marked the ball. Well, he's marked the ball. He's in the right full forward pocket area, and an opportunity to put the Katanning Wanderers 11 points in front. And he comes, Caleb Keeley. Little kick off his boot. Goal umpire looks to the left. One behind only. Toolmart scoreboard 6-8 to the Katanning Wanderers. 5-8 to the Williams Cats. 6-point ball game.
Game on. It's what a terrific game of footy. And the Cats will bring it back in play. Down towards the Wagen Town into the ground. Been called to play on now. That came out from Alex Donaldson. It goes long towards the outer side of the ground. It's missed everybody. Sloyth tracks it towards the boundary line for Katanning. Shoved over it. And the ball's trickled over for a throw-in on the outer side of the ground, just between left half back and left centre wing for the Cats. 6-9, I think it is, or 5-8 versus Williams. My eyes aren't that good these days to look at the scoreboard. There's the throw in. Eventually one down. Katanning Wanderers with a weight of numbers here. It's a 11-point ball game. Here's a chance now for Lorino. He's been outstanding. Kicks towards Keeley. Up he goes to fist from Peniza from behind. And it's gone over and out for a throw in. He's the focal point. Peniza wearing him like a glove. And a throw in.
Yes, the Williams Cats have just got to hold on here, don't they? Because they're certainly doing all the attacking, the Wanderers. Ball to be thrown in once again, deep right, full forward pocket. As it's thrown, Keeley used his weight well. Got the little hand pass out. Donaldson goes in hard for the ball. It's at ground level. Tyrone Rowe. It was a good pick up. He was tackled. Almost dispossessed. Umpire says, give it to me, boys. We'll try again. It's 25, 30 metres in front of the Katanning Wanderers goal here in the last term. Rucks to set themselves again. Keeley maybe got it down. Lorino as Tyrone Rowe tried to work his way through the pack. He was pulled down. And we're going to repeat the dose once again. Last quarter brought to you by Joe Fancy Real Estate for all your real estate needs, buying or selling. As Rucks set themselves again. One down, clear territory off the ground. It was Addison Dupuy who's booted the ball. Come to Keeley, left it behind. Over it was Alex Donaldson. Can't quite knock it out. Umpire's watching, letting play go. I think Keeley's got hold of it and he's flinging it around. And Alex Donaldson was also involved. Once again, 20 metres in front of the Katanning Wanderers goal here in the last term. 6-point ball game. Rucks to set themselves. Left it behind. Ground level was a great little hand pass. Went out to Sloyth. Sloyth went bang on goal. Through for one behind only. Katanning Wanderers are 6 goals, 9. Leading the Williams Cats, 5 goals, 8. 7-point margin. 7
points as Donaldson brings it back in play. Needs to be accurate here and spot up a teammate. And has just done that on the outer side of the ground. And that was taken there by Cable on the outer side. His kick was wayward. It's gone over off hands for a throw-in right in front of the score. 6-9 to 5-8. It's Katanning Wanderers who lead it. Into the final quarter here on grand final day here at Matera Oval in Wagen. Hope you're enjoying it. Umpire tosses it in. That's the boundary umpire. Banks, long may I go at it. Either can win it. Umpire's picked out a free kick here. It's going to go to the Cats. There was an infringement there. Not sure what for. Nonetheless, they've got the free kick. He kicks to an unmarked there. Quinn Donaldson has taken it. It's set up. Now there's a 50. Oh dear. That's exactly what Coach Mark Penny would not want for Katanning Wanderers, is to get 50-metre penalties in the fourth quarter of a grand final. So Quinn Donaldson, his kick one, brought up towards the front edge of the centre square. You look for opportunities and the Cats need to convert. Now he goes with a shallow drop, puddle, full shot, straight to the bread basket of Petchel. Well, the intent was there, but it wasn't intended for Petchel like that. So Jonty Petchel has marked it on his chest, slightly right of centre. He will kick from just on the 50.
And that's the virtues of playing in front, Andrew Pritchard.
Exactly. So Petchel, important. Distance will pose a problem here with a heavily bandaged right knee. Jonty goes in, leans back on the kick, hasn't got enough legs, and it's ball to the jar of the pack. Medlin went up, he was second deep. There's the Katanning Wanderers player, Justin, looks like a little sort worse for wear. He's just getting up now. As Medlins and Justin went up, we've got a ball up right in front of the goals. Point blank range for the Cats here. 2 metres out from goal. It's an important part. Petchel, fist at Justin's, takes it away for the Wanderers. Chance for Lorino, been outstanding. Goes up towards the broadcast wing. Katanning Wanderers clear. Longmire second deep, very close to the line, and eventually goes out.
Gee, it's been a good clash between those two as well.
Good ruck battle.
Both of them, and they've both, even Stevens I think too, they've both put a great effort in. Ball to be thrown in, right half forward flank for the Williams Cats. Great work by the Wanderers to dig it out of defence. Over the top, Banks taken there by Quinn Donaldson. On his boot, into open territory. Logie races after the ball. Also going hard out there was Kerry Crosby. Sockers it off the ground, goes out towards half-back. Out there was Saunders. Ground level was a nice pick up by the big fella. Under pressure, hand pass across. They've coughed it up though. Cameron Smith, being damaged and goes long towards Medlin, fisted away by Travis Justins, brings it to ground level, over the ball. He's wrapped up in a good tackle. Umpire watches, it's flicked out. Good work by the Katanning Wanderers. It ends up with Sloyth. Drills the little kick forward, was excellent. Hand pass for Saunders, was over the top, taking a dive was maybe Cade Stewart. At ground level, umpire blows the whistle. We are going to have a ball up. It was Tyrone Rowe. Right centre wing. for the Katanning Wanderers. Rucks go to it. No clear knock. Banks goes in after the ball as well. Lays over it. Umpire says, come on, boys. We'll go again. Here in the last term, 7-point ball game in favour of the Katanning Wanderers. Players set themselves. Umpire has a look at his watch and says, well, a bit of talk. Having a talk to Banks. Rucks go to it. Maybe Longmire. Ground a little toe poke, almost went out. Wrapped up. Was it Stewart? And we're going to try again.
Very vocal crowd for Katanning on the outer side of the ground there, Kev.
Yep.
Ball up, tosses it up once more. Can we get a play away here? Very big pack around this. Umpire's whistle goes for about the 5th time in this matter of minutes for a stoppage. So it's 6-9 to 5-8 as Katanning Wanderers by 7 points into the final quarter. Both sides are still in this grand final. Longmire and Banks go at it. Ball jars free. Stewart, hand pass to the run of Sloyth. Katanning Wanderers go towards half forward. Oh, Peneza up went the right mid, couldn't take it. He's about to be tackled. Needs to get rid of it. He's going to be gone. How will the umpire deem this? Held to him. Oh dear. You just don't know which way it's going to go.
It was a good tackle by
It was, and he had an opportunity to put ball to boot quickly. So the umpire's going to ball it up right on the centre half forward position for Katanning Wanderers. Up goes Keeley, wins it down for the Wanderers side. Sloyth, another takeaway. The hand pass missed its target. Now it's been gathered there by Morpheus of Williams. Ball jars free to the boundary. Sloyth tracks it. Free kick, deliberate, says the umpire, and Sloyth is going to take it.
Far out.
Well, this game's got everything. Everything at the moment. Hayden Sloyth been very busy all afternoon. He's got the red wheels on out of there. Drop punt from outside 50. Long kick towards the full forward line. Pack sets. Mark taken. Yes. It's a Katanning Wanderers free mark. And I think, is it Laurie Collard? No. Saunders. So Saunders is going to take the set shot. Right of centre. Distance won't be a problem. It'll be 25 metres out. This will hurt the Cats if he converts.
Well,
Lachlan Saunders. Yep.
Should have spoiled, probably.
Yes, indeed. So just wait on this set shot. A critical kick for Katanning to get a little bit of breathing space. Going at the eastern end or the Wagen Town end of the ground. Wait on Saunders. Measured approach. Moves in. Drop punt from 30. Puts it straight over the goal umpire's hat, and they celebrate from all points of the compass. Katanning Wanderers in this third quarter move along to 7 goals 9. The Cats have got some work to do. 5 goals 8.
Okay, last quarter brought to you by Joe Fanchi Real Estate. For all your real estate needs, buying, selling or renting, call Matt Spur and the team on 0406 913 243. Andrew Pritchard.
Yeah, crucial free kick and a long kick, and probably should have been spoiled because Saunders was standing in front. He took a really strong mark. It's fascinating to think there's only been 1 goal scored to the western end of the ground, and yet the breeze is not that much of a factor, I don't think.
Not now.
Okay, well, back to the centre. Rucks set themselves once again. The Cats need to try and do something ground level. Great work. Sloyth was there, left it behind as well. It's tied up at ground level. Umpire blows the whistle, and we'll have a ball up. 13-point ball game in favour of the Katanning Wanderers here in the last term. They've been excellent. Rucks to set themselves. Once again, they do battle. It was won it down, Mitchell Banks, but Shanahan was good to Pearce. He's going to get collared, though. He's wrapped up in a tackle. It's held to him, says the umpire. Tyrone Rowe was over the top. So it's moved forward about 20 metres from the centre in favour of the Katanning Wanderers. Longmire was good. Down towards Stewart. He goes back in after the ball, Cade Stewart. This time he's held up as well. Gee, it's been tough in the clenches there as well. Geez. Just no breathing space at all. Again, Banks got thrown out of play on, says the umpire. Ground level, great bit of work. Quartermain got the kick away. Tim Stewart was in front. 65 metres out for the Katanning Wanderers. He looks long. He says, where are you, Caleb? He goes back long. Peneza does well and shepherds the ball away, and it's run out of bounds. Deep right full forward pocket for the Katanning Wanderers.
Nick Peneza was pleading for a free kick for held. It went unnoticed by both umpires. He wasn't having nothing of it. Boundary throwing deep at right full forward. Danger times for the Cats. Wanderers look threatening. Charts at ground level. In goes Sloyth on the outer side of the ground. Hand pass now been received and tackled, and good tackling there by Nick Panizza. It's gone very close to the line, or a ball up inside the field of play. Either.
Banks has been crucial in this quarter, hasn't he? His ruck work's been very good.
Very good.
Yeah. So Keeley and Panizza, that's Nick, are going to go up on this occasion. Keeley wins it down. It's very close to the line, and the boundary beats all. 7-9 to 5-8. It's Wanderers who lead it in the grand final. They're just about set up in the box seat at the moment, and they go into the attacking 50.
Yeah, certainly are. Ball to be thrown back in once again. Panizza opposed to Keeley. Down in the front it goes. It's tied up. Pearce was there underneath it. Saunders also involved. Umpire blows the whistle. Here in the last term, it's been very, very tough in those pack situations. Keeley over the top. No clear knock, though. Goes out wide. Sloyth is just excellent to Lorino. Lorino goes back to the goal square. Collard! Oh, draw what he could have taken off the ground. Whistle on play. And a free kick goes the way of Laurie Collard right in front of goals for a hold. Gee whiz. Oh, breaks your heart, I think, for the poor old defender. I think I'm looking, is it Donaldson or Babick? No, it's... Oh. No, I'm not sure who that is.
Babick, isn't it?
I think it's Babick. Yep. Okay, well, Laurie Collard goes for team goal number 8. This is going to be very hard for the Williams Cats if he kicks it, and I think he will. The leading goal kicker in the Upper Great Southern drills it. Goal on the board, Toolmart scoreboard. 8 goals, 9 to the Katanning Wanderers. 57 leads the Williams Cats. 5 goals, 8. 38, a margin of some 19 points. Andrew Pritchard, you're smiling.
Well, play in front, I guess, and you'll get the free kicks from the umpire. But yes, a crucial decision there to award a free kick, and now puts Katanning almost 3 goals up. So
hey, they're tough free kicks in front of goals, aren't they? Jeez.
Yep.
Well, that's Lawrence Collard's 3rd goal of the match, and he's bobbed up at a crucial time to put his side 19 points up. The Cats have got their work to do, and they've got to start scoring right from the centre square bounce, otherwise the time will be the enemy, the clock. So it'll be Banks and Longmire. As Big K mentioned, what a terrific duel this has been all afternoon. Pretty much even. Banks wins it down on that occasion. Good tackle there by Shanahan of the Cats. Wraps up his immediate opponent, and a ball up alongside the centre circles. 2023 Grand Final coming down towards its closing stages, and the Katanning Wanderers, of course, after winning one back in 2021, are looking for another flag coming up. They're in the box seat, as I mentioned. Chance now with Lorino. Been outstanding all afternoon. Puts it in towards the 50. Keeley up. Couldn't take the mark. Hot pursuit was Nick Panizza. Tackles him, but managed to get the hand pass away. Sloyth, they're just lining up at half foot. Gives the hand pass back towards Rowe. In 50. Unmarked. Taken by Tim Stewart. Well, the Cats defence caught a little bit napping there. Tim Stewart made a lot of ground. Found the hole. Plugged the hole and has taken the mark, and will have a set shot, and this will put the this will shut the gate completely on the Cats if he kicks it.
It certainly will. Great play, Katanning Wanderers, and just persistence, and the likes of Sloyth and James Lorino have just been unbelievable today.
Yeah, he's been outstanding in the last quarter. James Lorino is just Lorino.
I think he's close to best on ground, Lorino.
I think so.
Chance now. Stewart drop punt at the eastern end of the ground. He's missed towards the right hand side. Katanning Wanderers go to 6-10. Williams are 5 goals, 8. Midway through the final quarter here at Matera Oval.
Okay, ball's been kicked in, and running out of defence, it was Pearce. Stubbed his toe when he kicked the ball, goes forward. There was Addison Dew, couldn't do anything with it. So we're going to have a throw in. It's on left centre wing for the Katanning Wanderers, right in front of the commentary box here at Matera Oval. Here in the grand final, the last quarter, brought to you by Joe Fanchi Real Estate for all your buying and selling needs. Ball's going to go short. Banks has taken advantage of it, ran onto it, got it forward. Saunders is in front, tried to flick it over the top. Great work by Riley Cunningham. Works close to the boundary line. His kick was good. Found Angus Longmire, and the ruckman takes the mark for the Williams Cats. They need to really dig deep here. They go long. Petrel in best position, couldn't take the mark. Ground level. Ryan Pontillo tackled. Pulled to the ground. Umpire lets it go. He's put his whistle away, but now he produces it and puts it up, and we will have a ball up. It's just shy of half forward for the Williams Cats. Umpire pointing direction, giving instructions. Rucks go to it. No clear knock. Pearce has it. Aerial ping pong. Lorino was a good tackle. Umpire says we've got to go again, boys.
So the umpire's going to ball it up right in front of our broadcast position. As I say, we've rarely seen it on this side of the ground. It's been bottled up on the outer. Schleith tackled brilliantly by Shanahan immediately. And we've got a secondary ball up, the third one, in a matter of 20 seconds. So just umpire's just waiting for the players to untangle themselves. Now, we're going to get underway yet again. So ball up and away we go. Longmire wins it down for the Cats. Well done, good sharking there by Donaldson. Goes inside the forward 50, 2-on-1. Great, 2 bites. Petchell's taken it. That was a very good mark under pressure. Had 2 to beat. And if they need to score, Cats, they need to do it right now. Distance will pose a problem. He's dead in front. Will kick from right on the 50-metre line. With a breeze at his face, drop punt towards full forward. Not a bad effort.
That's a great
Petchell
goal.
has slammed it through for full points from 52. Have the Cats got enough in them to get back into it? 6 goals, 6 the Cats trail Katanning, 8 goals, 10.
That was fantastic. A fantastic mark, which is also a contender for the Katanning Travel Centre mark of the day, and also a fabulous kick on goal, which is a contender for the Sports Power Narrogin goal of the day. Great work, Williams Cats. 16-point margin. They need to keep at it to get themselves back in, to give themselves a chance for this grand final in 2023. The Wanderers have been fantastic. A great last term by the Katanning Wanderers. They've kicked 4 goals already. As we set ourselves in the centre once again. The Titans clash. They go to it. No one touches the ball. Banks was good. It came to him, but he's wrapped up in a tackle. Umpire blows the whistle, and we roll again.
It'd be interesting to watch the replay, how many stoppages we've had.
It's been a lot.
Over 100, I would think.
I would say so, and it's very, very tough in those clinches as well. Rucks go to it. Longmire was okay. Panizza dispossessed you as Sloith was on the bottom of the pack and got his mush shoved into the ground a little bit too.
Be the walking wounded tonight. Could be celebrating too, mind the less.
So Rucks go to it. As Bulldoze down, it's tied up once again, and I think we're going to see if Cameron Spragg can get the ball shifted out of there maybe.
Well, we'll have another go. So we wait on the ball to be brought back into play.
I think it just exemplifies the game though, doesn't it? It's how tough it's been.
Yep, a lot of tackling, a lot of players putting their bodies on the line. It's a crucial game, the grand final. Longmire and Banks entangle each other again. Eventually, Boots to the side of the pack. We're going to have another one here. Umpire blows his whistle. It's not good for listeners at home listening to
have a bloody wet whistle, I think, too.
Yeah, umpire, and away we go again. Need a big fist out of this stoppage. Longmire just wins it. Lorino's there, been good. Ball at ground level. Chance now there for Stedman. There's the siren. Katanning Wanderers have won the grand final. Magnificent final quarter. They celebrate. They run from all points of the compass. Katanning Wanderers have defeated the Cats in the Upper Great Southern Grand Final, all set up at that 4th quarter and the 2nd quarter where they dominated those 2 terms. Katanning Wanderers here in Wagen are premiers for 2023. Katanning Wanderers 8 goals 10 have defeated the Williams Cats 6 goals 8. Terrific. Well done. Congratulations to Coach Mark Benny and his team on the boundary. They're celebrating, and rightly so. They finished minor premiers, Katanning Wanderers. They were the best side of 2023, and they've taken out the Upper Great Southern flag. It's their 3rd flag in a matter of a decade or the last 10 years where they've been successful. The goal kickers for Katanning Wanderers, 3 to Collard, 2 to Caleb Killian, singles to Saunders, Tyrone Rowe, Reece Nicholson. For the Cats, Nathan Pearce kicked 2, singles to Michael Coucher, Jonty Petchell, Gerard Medlin, Quinn Donaldson. Full time here at Matera Oval, and Katanning Wanderers victorious in the grand final. 8 goals 10 have beaten Williams 6 goals 8.
Absolutely fantastic. What a great win it is too. The Katanning Wanderers. We might take a quick break. We'll come back very, very shortly for a final wrap on what has been an absolutely fantastic 2023 Grand Final. Congratulations to the Katanning Wanderers. Back very, very shortly. Leaving right now? Yep. Okay, gentlemen.
Yeah.
There's 5 on them, so there's
5?
5 cards. So.
Oh, okay. What are you happy with?
Loreno, I think he's outstanding all day.
How's his name spelled? Just
L-A-U-R-I.
Oh, it's close. I've got. Then you've got Sloith. He's got to be pretty close, doesn't he?
Cade Stewart.
I thought Sloith might have been.
Yes, Sloyth second. Yep.
Yeah. See you, man.
Katanning Wanderers, of course, their third flag in a decade. And Andrew, my apologies, I quit calling you Arthur, but Andrew, you must be pretty happy with the side that you followed intently all of 2023. Yeah, so this will be one of the
very passionate as well.
The better flags you've seen them win
I was a bit worried at three-quarter time. I just thought, Williams had played very, very well, and we'd missed a couple of goals that you need to kick.
Yep.
I just think one of the things that the side, everybody talks about attacks, but almost in every sport, defence wins you a game. And one of the things I think about Katanning Wanderers is Ryan Pontillo and Travis Justins are renowned defenders and have played at top level. But you've got to mention sort of people like Matthew Frasina, Josh Penny, Brock Green. Those guys were, along with Toby Quartermain, they played in defence, and a number of times they smothered and tackled and things like that. So, and the side's got a good mix of older players and younger players, and certainly it's a great victory. It took us a long time to settle into Upper Great Southern. Yep. And obviously we had the 2018 loss, which hurt a fair bit after going undefeated to the grand final. So Williams never say die, and obviously they've got some really experienced players in the Tupanezes and Skinny Medlin and others like that. So it's a great win, and in the end, of course, you forget the score after the years. You just write it down as premiers.
So obviously you followed Katanning a long time. Is this one of the better teams you've seen that put out the park, or they've had better teams in the past winning grand finals?
It's always interesting that when you have reunions, you always sit down and say, which year was the best? I would say that this side has got some really good top-end players. Yeah. And, when you mentioned the Stewarts and obviously Hayden Sloyth and Caleb Keeley and obviously Laurie Collar, but there's those young players that have come into the side. I think they've sort of added, and obviously the two row boys add a bit of class to what they do. So.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, gents.
Still celebrations going?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Go for it.